following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Time. Let's head up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
Sixth at third base, number 14, Parker Rodina. Batting seventh in left field, number 8, Gage Meyer. Batting eighth in right field, number 2, Austin Thompson. And batting ninth, the designated hitter, number 6, Garrison Elfman. On the mound in game 1 for Devils Lake is number 5, Max Elfman. Devils Lake is coached by Tanner Carpenter, Jacob Green, and Jeff Carpenter. Now for the home team on the scoreboard, the Fargo Post 400 Astros. Leading off, playing shortstop, number 6, Caleb Christensen. Batting second, doing the pitching, number 8, Jackson Ammerman. Batting third in right field, number 16, Colby Nissan. Batting fourth at first base, number 9, Andre Work. Batting fifth at second base, number 2, Malachi Wermeyer. Batting sixth, doing the catching, number 12, Jack Demers. Batting seventh at third base, number 11, Ashton Renas. Batting eighth in center field, number 4, Domarion Semenko. And batting ninth in left field, number 1, Max Kirkby. The Astros are coached by David Benson, Colton Almy, and head coach Trey Larimer. Now we would ask that you all please rise, remove all headwear, and face the flag in right center field as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You may already know that at Clothes Mentor, you can shop great designer brands without the full designer price, and that you can bring your gently used items into Clothes Mentor and sell them for cash on the spot. Here's something else you should know. Buying and selling at Clothes Mentor aids in water preservation, reduces chemical pollution, decreases landfill waste, boosts your local community. That's right, it's resale, and it's better than retail. Be green and kind to the environment by selling your clothing and buying sustainable fashion for yourself.
All right, hi, hello, and welcome to Starry on Bank Field here in Fargo, North Dakota. That's your site for today's doubleheader between the Devils Lake Storm and the Fargo Post 400 Astros. My name's Eric Tionkson here with Magnitude Sports, and we thank you for tuning in today From wherever you may be, we should be in for another great night of baseball here. 2 games, 2 7-inning doubleheaders. And it looks like we're about ready to get it started here. Scheduled first pitch at 5:30, but 5:20 your local time. We'll be getting started a little bit early. Can never complain about that. And we'll take this chance to take a look at the starting lineups here. Starting off with Devils Lake. Parker Swanson's going to be leading off at second base. Kayla Schneider catching and batting second. Jackson Baith batting third, and at shortstop, Bo Brodina hitting cleanup, and in center field, Simon Beach, the first baseman, will be batting fifth. Parker Brodina will be at third, batting sixth. Gage Meyer out in left field, batting seventh. Austin Thompson over in right, batting eighth. Garrison Elfman will be rounding things out at designated hitter, and then Max Elfman will be on the mound pitching. And for the Astros, take a look at Jackson Ammerman. He'll be the starting pitcher. He's warming up. And we'll take a look at the Astros around the diamond. Jack Demers will be making up the other half of the battery, catching. Andre Work over at first. Malachi Weremeyer at second. Caleb Christensen over at short. Ashton Renas over at third. And then the outfield from right to left. Colby Nissan, Demarion Semenko, and Max Kirkby. A few more warm-up pitches here for Ammerman. First 3 due up, of course, for Devils Lake. It's going to be Parker Swanson, Caleb Schneider, and Jackson Baith. And a few familiar names that I see from last year. We saw Devils Lake in action a few times. And here's the Astros taking him on here today, early on in June as we get this summer season started. Unofficial record for the Astros is 16-4-1. And when we were here last week, they had a few massive wins over Watertown. They'll look to keep it rolling here. So here we go. It's game time, and it's Parker Swanson settling in for the first at-bat of the game. And the first pitch to Swanson is a fastball taken inside for a ball.
22, sunny and 74 degrees.
And I'd like to give a special thank you to our PA announcer there. 5:22 and 74 degrees on your first pitch as second one comes in for a ball as well. 2-0 to Swanson. Ammerman from the windup. And that one catching the zone for strike one. Fairly sunny day here in Fargo. Some clouds, but you can see the sun poking through and shining as that one is, I believe, fouled off. It's not going to matter regardless as it evens the count at 2. But you can never complain about this type of weather. 2-2 on the way, and it's going to be hit the other way, but carrying foul. Swanson fouls it off, and the count remains where it is. I'd like to apologize as well about the innings on the scoreboard. I'll get that fixed as soon as I can, as it's pretty hard to decipher exactly what that is right now. It is the top of first, the first batter of the game. That was a nice off-speed pitch. Swanson fouls it off to stay alive. Another 2-2 on the way. Already a very eventful at-bat to start things off. And the 2-2 is hit hard and carrying through the hole for a base hit. Good start for Devils Lake. Parker Swanson with a leadoff single.
Batting second, number 3, catcher Caleb Schneider.
That brings up Caleb Schneider. Schneider's got one on and no down. Of course, Devils Lake out of Devils Lake, North Dakota. Not to be confused with the actual Devils Lake, the lake itself, which is located in Minnesota. Pitch comes in, and the runner takes off for second. Throw on the way. Can they get the tag? They can't. So it'll be a stolen base for Parker Swanson. Already trying to manufacture a run. Schneider takes the pitch for a ball as well. Some early danger looming. 1-0 pitch on the way, and that one just tipped foul, and probably a lucky break there for post 400. If that was a live ball, Swanson certainly would have been headed over towards third. The 1-1 on the way. And it's hit hard and through the hole again for a base hit. Swanson taking off. We'll see if they send him home. They're going to hold him up over at third. But it's 2 up and 2 on for Devils Lake. Back-to-back singles. The bats are rolling early.
Third, number 12, shortstop Jackson Baith.
Here comes Jackson Baith, and he's got 2 on with no away. Baith, the number 3 hitter, and Normally a spot reserved for one of the more balanced hitters on the team. And we'll see if he can swing a nice bat right here. Golden opportunity for the Storm to strike first. First pitch on the way to base. It's a breaking ball, and it breaks into the zone for strike one. Maybe a slightly delayed call by the umpire there, but he likes what he sees, and that was a nasty pitch to say the least. 0-1 as the runner heads towards second. Throw on the way, and it's not in time. So another stolen base, make that already 2 for Devils Lake. Count 0-2 as well, but 2 in scoring position. Baith might have to shorten up his swing a little bit, try and put this one in play. Pitch on the way, and Baith takes that one outside for a ball. 1-2 the count. And a nice stop right there by the catcher, Jack Demers. Count even at 2-2, and that one might have saved a run. Plenty of space out there behind the batter's box. 2-2 pitch, and that one got him looking for strike 3. What a huge first out. It's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout. Ammerman with the first out of the inning.
Number 11, center fielder Bo Brodina.
Here comes Bo Brodina. He's got 1 away, 2 in scoring position. The lefty cleanup man settling in for a big at-bat, and the pitch cut on and missed for strike 1. Brodina, Beach, and then Parker Brodina, the 3-2 up, should we reach that far. And a nice shout out to Mike as you're on Magnitude Sports. Bottom of the first upcoming, it's going to be the top of the order for the Astros. Caleb Christensen, Jackson Ammerman, and Colby Nissan, the 3-2 up, and they'll be taking off against Max Elfman, who's out there warming up. I'd like to also apologize. There was a brief moment of disconnection there. Those of you that might be rejoining, I think we got everything back up and running now. Not sure exactly what happened with the mobile hotspot, but looked to be a relatively easy fix, and it's time to get back to baseball. 0-0 your score. Devils Lake stranding 2 in the top of the first. See what kind of response 400 has here in the bottom of the first. Elfman's warm-ups now in the books.
For the Astros, leading off number 6, the shortstop, Kayla Christensen.
First pitch on the way to Christensen. It's a fastball high for a ball. 1-0 to the shortstop. Working quickly. Second pitch on the way, and that one dropped in. It's the outer corner of the zone for strike 1. 1-1, and Elfman working quickly again, wasting no time, and that pitch fired in, but it's taken for a ball. Who says baseball's a slow sport? Pitch number 4 on the way, and that one inside for ball 3. Christensen 1 pitch away from walking to start things off for the Astros. 3-1, and it's in the lower part of the zone for strike 2. Now a full count to the leadoff man. Payoff pitch. Fouled back. Christensen, nice job to stay alive. Here comes another 3-2. And that one also just tipped foul. And that one catching the skin of the bat. But it all counts the same, and count still at 3-2. Pitch from the windup, and it's taken for ball 4. Christensen will walk, and there's your first base runner of the ball game for the Astros. 1 up and 1 on. Now here's the pitcher, Jackson Ammerman. It sounds like we've got walk-up music here at Starion today. First time we've heard that, at least I've heard that while doing these games. First pitch to Ammerman, and it's fouled straight back for the first strike. Seems to be a big selling point for kids these days, having their own walk-up songs. Of course, look good, feel good, but feel good, and feel good, play good, to slightly paraphrase Deion Sanders. As the 0-1 comes in high for a ball, 1-1. Of course, Deion Sanders best known for playing football, but also a baseball player. Had a few seasons with the Atlanta Braves. Bo Jackson, not the only two-sport star hailing from football. 1-1, and it's a big chop for strike two. Of course, some other examples would be Michael Jordan. Even Tom Brady was drafted in the MLB by the Montreal Expos. Russell Wilson, just to name a few. 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, and it's just fouled off. Ammerman stays alive. That was a nasty pitch. A good job to get a piece of that one. Another 1-2 from Elfman. Fastball popped up high and out of play. Not worth the effort or the leg movements by any of these Devils Lake players to even think about that, as it carried well out. Count stays where it is, 1-2. Pitch on the way, and that one taken for a ball, knocked down by Schneider. Using those chest pads to his advantage. Tools of ignorance. Sort of been a running joke here during these broadcasts. For those not familiar, the slang term to describe catcher's equipment. Here's a 2-2, popped up very high, and that one also carrying out of play. Another foul ball. Been a lot of them here for the Astros early on. In case in point, only the second batter up, and Max Elfman already at 14 pitches. 2-2. Taken high for a ball, 3-2. Of course, way back in the early days of baseball, the first two foul balls were not considered strikes, if I recall correctly. This is something I think I read way back about 10 years ago, as it's popped up high by Ammerman. So I'll finish that thought as the shortstop base drifts over and will make the catch. And now they're trying to take off for second, and he's in safe. So it drops. Looked to be caught, but clearly I need to get my eyes checked. Everyone's safe. Christensen over to second, Ammerman over to first. And they'll rule that as a base hit down on the field. So 2 on and no down, and it brings up Colby Nissan. But to finish that thought, I believe it was the Giants, back under John McGraw. They would intentionally foul off as many pitches as they could to try and bring up the pitch count for the starter and get him out of the game. And then eventually baseball had to step in and say enough of that. Hence why the first two foul balls are considered strikes. At least that's, I believe, the story. I might have to double check myself. As the 0-1 is fouled off, and there you go, strike two. Quick 0-2 count to Colby Nissan. Of course, John McGraw, a very large character in the baseball world, also famously used to kick dirt on umpires on purpose so he could go get ejected and then bet on horses. Nothing like sports, as that one is chopped in the ground over towards second. Can they get two? The throw is on the way, and they'll get one. So it's the first out of the inning, as Nissan will be safe at first. Christensen on over to third. So ruled a fielder's choice as they get the lead runner. I guess technically not the lead runner, but they'll get Ammerman over at second. One down with runners on the corners for Andre Work. The cleanup man will settle in. A lefty here with one away. First pitch and a big chop from Work for strike one. 0-1 the count to the first baseman, whose catch out in foul territory ended the top half of the first inning. It was a similar start for Devils Lake that the Astros have had. They put their first two on as the runner takes off for second. Throw on the way from the catcher. Not going to be in time. Nissan in safely with a stolen base. Runners now at second and third for Work. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike two. Elfman looking for a huge second out right here. And I'm sure he'd love to get it via the strikeout. He'll try and coax a chase out of Work, but he lays off. Of course, should he get the strikeout, that prevents the ball being put in play and potentially advancing those runners over. 2-2, outside for a ball. Of course, I'm not much of a math guy, but baseball is a math nerd's favorite sport, and the analytics will tell you that you want pitchers that can strike guys out, at least. That's what the nerds are saying these days, as Work gets a hold of that one, carrying out towards right field, making the catch for out number two as the runner's going to tag. Christensen's going to head home and score. So there's your first run of the ball game. It's a sacrifice fly for Andre Work. It's 1-0 for the Astros.
Batting fifth, number 2, second baseman Malachi Wehrmeyer.
That brings up Malachi Wehrmeyer. He's got Colby Nissan over at third with 2 away. 1-0 your ball game after the sac fly by Andre Work. First pitch, Wehrmeyer hits it hard on the ground and foul. Astros able to capitalize after putting their first few runners on. They've got the lead to show for it. Here's the 0-1. That one bouncing and taking off for home is going to be Nissan, and he's safe. Colby Nissan in, and it's 2-0. Heads up base running right there. That pitch getting slightly away from Elfman. And there's your second run of the ball game. Count is 1-1 to Wehrmeyer. Pitch on the way. Wehrmeyer fouls it straight back, high and over the backstop. Strike two. A reverse home run, if you will, going over the wrong fence. 1-2 pitch, flared out, carrying out towards the outfield and dropping for a base hit. Nice piece of hitting. Wehrmeyer's thinking 2, and he's got it. And now he's thinking 3. Rounding second, and he's going to be in. Head first slide with a triple. Malachi Wehrmeyer keeps the inning going.
Batting sixth,
And that brings up Jack Demers.
catcher Jack Demers.
Demers will step in and try and keep this inning going. He's got a runner 90 feet away from scoring run number 3 after the Wehrmeyer triple. Demers, the catcher, will take the first pitch for a strike. Oh, 1. High and outside for a ball. Count even to Jack Demers. Now 2 hits each for both these teams after that triple. 1-1, just missing the zone. (2-1) from Elfman, and it's fouled off. And some sarcastic cheers from the dugout of the Astros as their first base coach couldn't quite put the squeeze on that one. Hot shot over towards him, and now it's 2-2 with 2 down. 2s. Shake your hats, ladies and gentlemen. And it's fouled straight back. Of course, I certainly can't blame that coach. I don't think I would have fared much better trying to snag that one. That's why I'm up here instead of down there. 2-2, and that one jammed him inside. Easy fly ball over there at second for Swanson, and that's going to do it for the first inning. For the Astros, they get 2 hits, 2 runs. 1 left on. That's going to do it for the first inning. We'll be back with more baseball right after a few words from your sponsors here on Magnitude Sports.
you have a teen ready for driving lessons, don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
Welcome back to Fargo, North Dakota. Nice evening for baseball. To quote the great Ernie Banks, let's play two. It's a doubleheader here between the Devils Lake Storm and the Post 400 Astros. 2-0 your score. Astros up on top here after one inning of play. Due up for Devils Lake here in the second. It's going to be Parker Prodina, Gage Meyer, and Austin Thompson, the three due up. They'll face off against Jackson Ammerman out for inning number 2 of pitching. Got the start today, and we'll see how long he can go here. He had a nice first inning, surrendering 2 early hits, but rolling through after that, including 2 strikeouts, keeping that goose egg on the scoreboard. But a nice, eventful start to this ball game. Seen a little bit of everything thus far. Some hits, some nice base running, a few nice plays out in the field. Cannot complain, to say the least. It looks like we're about ready to get inning number 2 of play underway. So here is Parker Prodina. Of course, the road team, Devils Lake, will have to settle for the natural ambiance of the ballpark for their own walk-up music, as the first pitch comes in for a ball, 1-0. Second pitch, Prodina fouls that one off. Looks like that one might have hurt a little bit. Got a piece of the ball, and the ball got a piece of him. It's 1-1. I don't know about you, but it's not a good feeling right there. As the 1-1 comes in, Prodina getting a hold of it, carrying out towards the outfield. And it's going to be caught by Semenko out in center for out number 1. Easy, lazy fly ball there.
Number 8, left fielder Gage Meyer.
That brings up Gage Meyer. Meyer settling in for his first plate appearance of the game. Base is empty with 1 away for him. Meyer, Thompson, and then Garrison Elfman, the 3 due up, should we reach that far. As the first pitch comes into Meyer, and it's a fastball chopped on for strike 1. Ammerman from the windup is 0-1, grounded up the middle. Tough play over at short for Christensen, and he can't quite get it. Meyer's going to be safe over at first. Be scored as an error on the field.
Number 2, the right fielder Austin Thompson.
That'll bring up Austin Thompson. Thompson's got a runner over on first, and Meyer with 1 away. The number 8 hitter as we approach the bottom of the order here for the Storm. Courtesy throw back over to first, and not successful as Meyer was ready. Ammerman looking for an out on the base pass, and now he'll settle back in on the mound. First pitch, that one bouncing in the dirt. Taking off for second is Meyer, and he's in easily standing up. 1-0 the count with a runner now on second. Count 1-0 to Austin Thompson. Second pitch, Thompson. A little flare out towards the outfield. It might drop. Charging in is Semenko, and what a catch. Demarion Semenko showing off the range for out number 2. And that's his second put out of the inning. Runner will hold up at second as it brings up Garrison Elfman, one of the 2 Elfmen here on this team. Few more and could change their name to the Devils Lake Elves. Maybe even relocate to the North Pole. First pitch as it's fouled off for strike 1 to Elfman. Of course, the other Elfman on the mound here pitching. We won't see him in the batter's box, at least in game 1. Garrison, the designated hitter here. Oh, 1 popped up very high. Should be playable. It's the shortstop Christensen getting underneath it. And there's your third out of the inning. It's going to do it for the top of the second as 1 is stranded. 1 air, no hits, no runs. Bottom of the second upcoming. The Astros lead 2-0. And we'll be back with more baseball right after this here on Magnitude Sports.
I kind of wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people, and my job is to connect with them. And that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive.
And we're back. Starion Bank Field, Fargo, North Dakota. That's your site for this matchup between Devils Lake and Fargo Post 400, the Astros and the Storm. And due up, it's going to be the bottom of the order here for the Astros. Ashton Renas, Demarion Semenko, and Max Kirkby, the 3 due up. Facing off against Max Elfman here in the bottom of the second. Astros with the 2-0 lead. 2 hits for either team. Those 2 hits for the Astros turning into a couple of runs, and here is Ashton Renas stepping in to start things off here in the bottom of the second. First pitch, Renas will take high for ball 1. A lot of mid to late 2010s hip hop I'm hearing thus far for these players' walk-up songs, as that one comes in for a strike, 1-1. Takes me back to the days when I was that age. Of course, I say that like I'm an old man. Not too far removed from the age of some of these players, but certainly get a weird sense of nostalgia hearing songs like that. It's weird to think that guys like Drake and Lil Uzi Vert are going to be viewed in a similar light like guys like Bruce Springsteen, maybe 30, 40 years from now. I'm sure a lot of you older folks watching this at home are cringing and rolling your eyes right now as the 3-1 comes in. It's hit hard up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit for Ashton Renas. Good start for the Astros here in the bottom of the second. Hit number 3 on the game for the Astros. And it brings up Demarion Semenko. But to sort of continue on that tangent always makes me wonder, when it's 30 years from now, of course, a lot of our parents, I say our parents, referring to some of maybe my younger viewers, listen to stuff like the 80s channel. Well, one day there's going to be a 2010s channel. As the pitch comes in for ball 1. One day a song like Old Town Road is going to be viewed as a classic. Back to baseball here now, though, as I might have gotten a little carried away. It's a 1-0 to Demarion Semenko with 1 on, and a big chop right there for strike 1 to even the count. High pitch count already for Max Elfman, 41 total. 16 balls and 25 strikes. 1-1 is high to Semenko for a ball, 2-1. Renas, the runner, over at first with 0 outs. Astros looking for some insurance runs here in the second. Fastball dropped in for strike 2. And the count even to the center fielder, who had a nice inning defensively back in the top half of the second. Made a few nice catches out in center field, showing off his range. Here's the 2-2. Taken high for a ball, full count. Payoff pitch upcoming from Max Elfman. Three-two fouled high and straight back. Another pitch upcoming. Max Kirkby on deck for the Astros. 3-2, and that one also fouled back, and that ball nearly getting wedged between the top line and the little lining of that mesh backstop that you can see. I've seen a lot. I've seen basketballs get wedged between the hoop and the backboard, but I have not seen a ball get wedged up there yet. Another 3-2, and he got him swinging for strike 3. It's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout, and your first out of the inning, and a big one.
Batting ninth, number 1 left fielder, Max Kirkby.
Here comes Max Kirkby. Bottom of the order with 1 on and 1 down. Kirkby is another guy who's got some speed on him. Of course, the number 9 spot, sometimes viewed as like a de facto second leadoff man. A tactic made popular by Joe Madden, as that one is popped up high and carrying out towards foul territory. Going to be a tough play, and neither Schneider or Brodina could quite run that one down. 0-1 the count to Kirkby. The lefty will settle back in for pitch number 2. Elfman kicks and fires, and he gets a swing for strike 2. Max Elfman looking for a huge second out right here. Trying to put out the fire before it ever really even starts. 0-2 breaking ball, and he got him looking. Second straight Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout, and it's 2 down.
Shortstop, number 6, Caleb Christensen.
Here comes Caleb Christensen. 2 down and 1 on for the leadoff man. He's 0 for 0. He walked his first time up. And the Astros will hope for him to reach base here, keep this inning going with 2 away in the bottom of the second. First pitch high for a ball. Already 50 pitches for Max Elfman. That'll be something to monitor throughout the rest of this ball game. 1-0 on the way. That one catching the zone for a strike. Of course, when speaking on pitch counts, usually around 80 or so is when you start to think about yanking your starter, depending on how things are going. Of course, these are younger kids too. Want to be sure to protect their arms. 1-1, breaking ball is high. For those that tuned in to the Stars game when they took on the Brookings Bandits last week, boy, you want to talk about efficient pitching there from both sides. Both those starters rolling through. Lincoln Harding and Jacob Top. That one is a fastball low in the zone and swung on for strike 2. It's 2s once again, 2-2 with 2 down. Elfman looking for a huge third strike. And he almost got it there. Christensen just fouling it off, and he stays alive. Elfman will check the runner. And another foul ball. 2 straight fouled straight back by Christensen, and the count remains even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Renus, the runner, over at first after his leadoff single. Outside for a ball, 3-2. Good battle here between Elfman and Christensen. Pitch number 8 of the at-bat upcoming. And it's taken for ball 4. Christensen walks. It puts 2 on with 2 down. Here comes Jackson Ammerman, the pitcher.
Number 8, Jackson Ammerman.
Ammerman 1 for 1. He singled his last time up, and I'm sure Post 400 would love a similar result here with 2 on and 2 down. Renus at second, Christensen over at first. First pitch from Elfman. Fastball popped up very high, should be playable for Brodina out in center. And he gets underneath it. Easy as you like for the 3rd out of the inning. That's going to do it here for inning number 2. 2-0, your score remains here. It's Post 400, the Astros with the lead over Devil's Lake. 3rd inning of baseball upcoming. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after a few words from your sponsors here on Magnitude Sports.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, and we're back. Top of the 3rd, about to get underway here between the Storm and the Astros. Due up, it's going to be the top of the order, Parker Swanson, Caleb Schneider, and Jackson Baith. Also like to take a moment to thank a few of our sponsors. Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union, Close Mentor, and Signorama. Without your contributions, then none of these broadcasts would be possible, so we thank you guys for helping make them happen. Once again, 2-0 your score here in the 3rd inning. 3rd of 7 in this 2-game, 7-inning doubleheader. Game 1 getting started slightly ahead of schedule, around 5:20 instead of 5:30, but as I always like to say, can't complain. Game 2 tentatively scheduled for 7:30. Of course, it's usually give or take a few minutes with that time, just an estimation, a ballpark estimate, if you will. Here is Parker Swanson, and he takes the first pitch for a ball, 1-0. Swanson 1 for 1, singling his first time up. And the 1-0 is hit over towards short. Should be playable for Christensen. Throw on over to first, and he got him. 6-3 ground out for your first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 3, Caleb Schneider.
Here's Caleb Schneider. Schneider also 1 for 1 with a single. One of the 2 hits for Devil's Lake thus far. First 2 men reaching base off singles. Then a nice bit of pitching and defense by the Astros to get out of the jam back in the first. And Ammerman has settled in since then. Count is 1-0 to Schneider. Second pitch, high and outside for a ball. 2-0. Schneider will settle back in. Umpire likes that one for a strike, that one low at the knees. Ammerman trying to get back into the count now at 2-1. From the windup, that pitch high up in the zone, and it's strike 2. Good battle between Ammerman and Schneider. Even count now at 2 apiece. Two, chopped in the ground. Over towards Christensen at short again. Over to first. And another 6-3 ground out. There's out number 2. Some nice hustle there on the base pass. It was a close play, but we got 2 away.
Number 12, Jackson Baith.
Now here's Jackson Baith. Base is empty for him with 1 out to play with here in the 3rd inning. Baith 0 for 1, striking out his first time up. Ammerman's first pitch, and that one almost hit him. A little bit of movement on that one, I think. Normally, pitch, they'll try and break it into the zone. That one just broke away from the batter. It's 1-0. Now 2-0 as that one misses high and outside. Ball 3 as Baith watches that one low in the zone. 3-0 count, a hitter's count to say the least, and we'll see if he's tempted to swing at anything other than his dream pitch right here. 3-0. And he takes it, and it's low for ball 4. Baith will walk on 4 pitches. It puts one on for Bo Brodina.
Center fielder number 11, Bo Brodina.
Brodina also struck out his first time up, 0 for 1. He's got Baith over at first with 2 down. First pitch to the lefty, and it's taken high for a ball. Brodina stepping out of the box. Now he'll settle back in. Maybe just taking a deep breath or two. Big at bat for him here. 1-0, and that pitch catching the zone. Nice location right there for strike 1. Count even. Runner taking off for second as the pitch comes in. It's flared out towards right field. Giving chase is going to be Nissan, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Colby Nissan running it down, and that's going to do it for the top of the third as one reaches on the walk. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2-0 your score. Astros on top, and it's their turn to hit here on Magnitude Sports right after a few words from your sponsors. We'll be right back.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You may already know that at Close Mentor, you can shop great designer brands without the full designer price, and that you can bring your gently used items into Close Mentor and sell them for cash on the spot. Here's something else you should know. Buying and selling at Close Mentor aids in water preservation, reduces chemical pollution, decreases landfill waste, boosts your local community. That's right, it's resale, and it's better than retail. Be green and kind to the environment by selling your clothing and buying sustainable fashion for yourself.
Bottom of the third here on Magnitude Sports. Astros 2, Storm nothing. And it's the heart of the order due up for the Astros. Colby Nissan, Andre Work, and Malachi Wehrmeyer, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up. Astros with a 2-run lead and looking to maybe add on to it here in inning number 3. Colby Nissan 0 for 1, reaching on a fielder's choice his first time up. And we'll see what he has in store here in at-bat number 2. And if I'm not mistaken, actually never mind, maybe just a slight change in the wardrobe department for Elfman. Either I'm crazy or those sleeves are new. For a sec I thought maybe a new pitcher here. Elfman on 58 pitches, something to monitor, but certainly still has some gas left in the tank here as it's only the 3rd inning. First pitch from Elfman, and he gets a swinging strike. Of course, in a lot of 9-inning games, coaches would love if their starters could go 6. Here in a 7-inning game, I'm sure maybe 4 or 5 innings would be an ideal start. As Elfman gets into a quick 0-2 count, getting another swinging strike on Colby Nissan. Nissan made a nice play out in right field to send this game to the bottom of the 3rd, and now he'll try and shorten up his swing here. Put this ball in play on an 0-2 count. And he doesn't. It's swung on for strike 3. Drop 3rd strike, but it should be a formality, and it is. It's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout, and your first out of the inning.
First baseman, number 9, Andre Work.
Of course, The rule in baseball, if you drop the third strike, the runner is allowed to try and run over to first base, but all they have to do is get the force out over at first. Not very often that you see a runner reach safely on a drop third strike, but for those that tuned into the Blue-White series, we actually did see that happen once. That one coming in Game 3, and that's how Team White actually took the lead, was on a 2-out strikeout. That is certainly something you don't see every day. 0-1 to work, and he gets a hold of that one, carrying out towards center field. Brodina giving chase, and it's right towards the center fielder for out number 2.
Nice grab out in center field, and that brings up second baseman number 2, Malachi Weremeyer.
Here's Malachi Weremeyer. That's one of the frustrating parts of baseball right there. Sometimes you get a hold of the ball, but it's just right out towards the outfielder. That's the case right there, but a nice play by Brodina. Brings up Weremeyer, 2 down, and the base is empty, and he swings at that one for strike 1. He's 1 for 1, hitting a triple his first time up. 0-1 to Weremeyer, and a nice pitch in for strike 2. Elfman locked in this inning, 1 pitch away from ending it. 0-2, and he tried to get him to chase. Nice hold off there by Weremeyer. Tempting pitch, tough morsel to lay off of, but he doesn't bite. It's 1-2. And he got him. Got him swinging for strike 3. It's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout. That'll do it here for inning number 3. 2-0 your score remains as there's no hits, no runs, no errors. Nice 1-2-3 inning. Due up, it's going to be Simon Beach, Parker Brodina, and Gage Meyer for the Storm. Right after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Signorama of Fargo is the trusted, preferred signage vendor of NDSU athletics. The global leader in the sign and graphic industry, Signorama is the way to grow your business. Competitive prices, free consultations and estimates, signage solutions that fit your budget. Signorama is locally owned and committed to community support. Trusted by the Bison, be a championship business with Signorama. Call or go online at sarvalley.com.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
We welcome you back to Starion Bank Field. Top of 4 between the Astros and the Storm. The Astros with a 2-0 lead here. It's going to be Beach, Brodina, and Meyer. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up as Devils Lake will look to mount a few runs here, try and cut into the deficit. And this spot of the order, not a bad spot to do it. We'll see exactly what they have in store as they take on Jackson Ammerman as Ammerman works his way through the lineup for the second time. Beach 0 for 1 with a flyout in this ball game. Flew out to Andre Work out in foul territory. That one ended the top of the first inning. First pitch in, Beach offering at it and fouling off for strike 1. And some nice hustle by Gage Meyer, who is in the hole, due up third in this inning, and now he's on deck after Beach getting hit by the pitch. Beach will take his base over at first. 1 on for Parker Brodina.
Number 14, Parker Brodina.
Brodina 0 for 1, flying out to center his first time up. Pitch on the way and outside. Taken for strike 1. A call that's not popular by some of the fans here. Nice turnout, though, as that one is swung on for strike 2. Quick 0-2 count to Parker Brodina. Especially for these first games, a lot of times people still getting back from their job. And a lot larger turnout for game 2, but a lot of faces in the crowd here, and should be a fun atmosphere here all night long as that one is taken for a ball 1-2 to Brodina. Ammerman from the stretch. And that's a liner right towards shortstop. There's your first out of the inning. And speaking of cruel outs where you get a hold of it, but it's right towards the fielder, there's one right there. Hard line drive, usually good for a base hit, but Caleb Christensen, right spot, right time over at short. It's one down for Parker Brodina, or excuse me, Gage Meyer. I had not entered any out yet on my phone. Meyer 0 for 1 reaching on an error his first time up. And he watches that pitch low for a ball. Beach the runner, still over at first. One-0 pitch, fastball low for ball 2. Gets a swing right there out of the hitter Meyer. First strike of the at-bat. Now here comes the 2-1. That one just fouled off down the line. Even count. Meyer hitting that one the other way, but just foul. 2-2. Inside, and it's going to be a foul ball. Another tough break as that one hitting the bat. Out of all the spots it could have gone. Of course, if it gets a piece of Meyer, then he takes his base over at first. But instead, it's going to go down as a foul ball, and the count remains where it is. Another one of those baseball rarities. 2-2, hit hard up the middle for a base hit. Nice hit by Gage Meyer. It's a one-out single, and it puts 2 on.
Right fielder, number 2, Austin Thompson.
Here's Austin Thompson, who's 0 for 1, flying out his first time up. He's got Beach at second, Meyer at first with 1 away. Real chance here for Devil's Lake to maybe get a few runs. First pitch, dribbled on the ground and foul. Renas was ready for it over at third. Oh, 1. Wicked movement on that pitch, and it's in for strike 2. How about that? You could see Thompson almost lean back a little bit. Looked like it was headed inside, and then out of nowhere, just breaking into the zone. 0-2. Ammerman got him swinging. Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout, and it's your second out of the inning. And a big strikeout at that.
Designated hitter, number 6, Garrison Elfman.
Here comes the DH, Garrison Elfman. 0 for 1 with a flyout. And the number 9 hitter looking to come up big for Devil's Lake with 2 down and 2 on. First pitch fouled straight back. Ammerman checking the runner. Now the 0-1. It's low in the dirt, knocked down by Demers. The count now even. For Devil's Lake, they left 2 on base in the top of the first, and they'd hate to do it again here in the top of the fourth. 1-1. That one taken high for a ball. That one had some movement on it. Looked like it was inside and then broke at least over the plate, but just a little bit high out of the zone. 2-1, and the umpire likes that one for a strike. It's now 2-2, and a huge pitch upcoming. Ammerman looking to get out of the jam. Hit hard up the middle, knocked down by Ammerman. Going to be a tough play. Firing over from second base is Weremeyer, and it's in time. And there's a huge third out. 2 left on by Devil's Lake as your score remains 2-0 as we head towards the bottom of the fourth. It's about halftime here in Game 1. Astros lead the Storm 2-0 And we're back with more baseball. Second half of Game 1 upcoming right after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
And we're back. Bottom of the fourth. Of course, as I alluded to before going to break, halftime of this game. Of course, 3.5 innings in the books. 3.5 to go for you math whizzes at home. Due up, it's going to be Jack Demers, Ashton Renas, and Demarion Semenko, the 6, 7, and 8 hitters for the Astros. And here is Jack Demers, who's 0 for 1 with a flyout his first time up. First pitch high and outside to Demers for a ball. Elfman now at 68 pitches on the game. And here's pitch number 69. And that's a nice one. In for strike one. 1-1 the count. 24 balls and 45 strikes the pitch breakdown for Elfman. And a breaking ball. Another good pitch in for strike two. 1-2 to Jack Demers. And he nearly got him. You could see the catcher, Schneider, trying to frame that one. But it's just outside for a ball. 2-2. 2-2, and he got him. Fastball outside for strike three. It's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout, and your first out of the inning. That brings up Ashton Renas. Renas 1 for 1 with a single in this ball game. First pitch to Renas. And it's taken low for ball one. And that pitch also taken for a ball. 2-0 the count. Renas with a hitter's count. Base is empty with one away for him. Ball three. Elfman deals. Down Main Street for strike one. So now 3-1 the count as Elfman will try and battle back and get out number two. It's a breaking ball, bending in for strike two. So here we go. Full count 3-2 just like that. And now here comes Skipper out to the mound to have a word with Elfman. The infield coming in as well, and he must have reached his pitch count for the day as he will head out after a 3-2 count. We'll see a new pitcher out on the mound for Devil's Lake. And it appears to be Larson, number 9, at least. That is my best educated guess, as Larson, the one man on the bench here in game one for Devil's Lake, and he dons number 9. So Ben Larson out onto the mound to warm up. He'll come in for relief after a nice outing from Elfman. Elfman surrendering 2 in the bottom of the first, but been locked down since then. And Larson will look to keep it rolling. Or actually, I stand corrected. Looks like Larson will go out onto the field, and I believe it's Simon Beach who's going to be out there pitching. And it is. So Simon Beach out on the mound, and we'll adjust the defensive lineup here accordingly for Devil's Lake. Simon Beach on the mound. It looks like Parker Swanson over at first base, moving over from his second base spot, which makes me wonder where Larson fits into this equation. I believe that's him over at second getting some warm-up tosses in. So there you go. Shout out to the PA announcer once again. And it'll be Max Elfman out in right field as well. So Elfman goes from pitching out to right field. Beach goes from first to pitching. Swanson goes from second to first. And Larson goes from the bench to second. Now take a deep breath here as we have our changes squared away. Remember that Beach is coming right into the middle of an at-bat as well. Kind of a weird spot for the reliever, but like I said, I believe that means that Elfman hit his pitch count for the day. Beach will come in on a full count 3-2 to Ashton Renas with one away, and one strike from Beach would mean 2 outs here for Devil's Lake. Renas will settle back in. You have to wonder what effect that stoppage has for the hitter. It's almost like icing the kicker. Here's the payoff pitch. Fastball low for a ball. Renas will walk. Puts one on with one down.
Center fielder, number 4, Demarion Semenko.
Here's Demarion Semenko. Semenko's got Renas over at first after the walk. Semenko 0 for 1, striking out his first time up. And he'll face a new pitcher in Simon Beach. First pitch from Beach. And Semenko gets a hold of that one. It's carrying out towards the wall. And it's gone. Home run, a Buffalo Wild Wings home run for Demarion Semenko. A 2-run shot, and the Astros double their lead. We have liftoff at Starring on Bank Field. My goodness. I know we've talked a lot about the power of Semenko, and when he gets a hold of one, it goes a long way, and we saw it right there. 2-run shot out towards left center field, over towards those hedges. Demarion Semenko drives in 2, and it's 4-0.
Left fielder number 1, Max Kirkby.
And now a tough act to follow here for Max Kirkby. Base is empty for him with one away. 0 for 1 with a strikeout in this ball game. First pitch, Kirkby takes inside for ball 1. Seen a few home runs already here in this post 400 program in our time that we've covered them. 1-0, and it's a big chop from Kirkby for strike 1. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that is the first home run I've seen in an Astros game this year. The 1-1 is on the way. Taken low for a ball. Count at 2-1. It's taken low for ball 3. Of course, we did see a few home runs in the blue and white series, which I guess consisted of both Stars and Astro players. So I guess you could count that, depending on how you view things. Here's the 3-1. Popped up high by Kirkby, carrying out towards the outfield. Brodina, the center fielder, will get underneath it for out number 2. Nice communication out in the outfield as well. I know I've hinted at this before, but I may or may not have had a hairy collision out in the outfield during my intramural softball season this year, and let me tell you, those are not fun to say the least. Ended up with a nasty bruise over on my lip. But some nice communication right there between those Devils Lake outfielders for out number 2. It's the leadoff man, Caleb Christensen, who's walked both times up to the plate. 0 for 0. He's got a 1-0 count with 2 away. There'll be a pop-up carrying out towards left field in foul territory. And Meyer, the left fielder, making the catch for out number 3. That's going to do it here for the 4th inning. But 2 more come across for the Astros. A 2-run home run for Demarion Semenko doubles their lead. It's 4-0 here on Magnitude Sports. 5th inning upcoming right after this. Don't go anywhere.
I kind of wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people, and my job is to connect with them, and that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive.
Fifth inning about to get underway between the Storm and the Astros. The Astros leading 4-0 after the two-run home run from Demarion Semenko. It's going to be the top of the order due up here for Devils Lake. Parker Swanson, Caleb Schneider, and Jackson Bates, the three scheduled to hit. Of course, a few changes around the diamond as well, so we'll see how that affects the batting lineup. Also like to thank a few of our sponsors: Goldmark Commercial Real Estate, Gotta Go Driving School, Custom Express Car Wash, and Buffalo Wild Wings. I'd like to thank those companies for their generous contributions. And as always, without their help, this would not be possible. So thank you. Parker Swanson 1 for 2 on the game. A single and then a ground out his last time up, as he'll face off against Jackson Ammerman. Ammerman has completed 4 innings of pitching thus far and done a pretty nice job. 4 shutout innings. Of course, if you're a post 400 fan, might want to knock on wood there and hope I didn't jinx him. Here we go, top of 5. And it's Parker Swanson taking the first pitch for a ball. Ammerman sitting at 66 pitches, 26 balls, and 40 strikes unofficially. And pitch number 67 is flared foul. And a loud foul ball as that one comes crashing down. Might have been able to hear that one on the crowd mic. 1-1. That one nearly getting back into the zone, but it's taken for ball 2. Of course, that crowd mic, a very important part of this broadcast, at least in my opinion. Baseball, the most sonically pleasing sport. Few, if any, things appeal more to the senses than a baseball game. Of course, you have the beautiful sights of the field, well-maintained grass to go alongside the turf. Usually sunny skies, a little bit cloudy here today, but overall not too bad. As the 3-1 comes in, and it's taken for strike 2, a full count. Of course, you have the sounds of the ball hitting the mitt, the crack of the bat, the chatter of the crowd. And it's taken for ball 4. Swanson walks to start things off.
The catcher, number 3, Caleb Schneider.
Here's Caleb Schneider, who's 1 for 2, singling and grounding out. And it looks like we'll have a stoppage in play here as well. One of the coaches is going to head out onto the mound and have a word with Ammerman. The infield's going to join him, and usually when you see that, leads me to believe that there might be a pitching change imminent here in the 5th of 7 innings here in Game 1. Some solid work for Jackson Ammerman. Pitch count unofficially at 71, and we'll see if that's it for him or not. Also be, of course, a meeting with Schneider, the hitter, as well as the base runner, Swanson. And it looks like Ammerman will stay back out on the mound here. And we'll resume play here. The number 2 man, Caleb Schneider, settling in. Just over an hour into this ball game, 1 hour and 9 minutes. Pretty decent pace of play here. Of course, not quite as quick as the Astros games that we did last week. That pitch comes in for strike 1. Some monumental blowouts there. Astros winning big by 15 in both of those games. I think that was the record for the quickest time in and out here doing a doubleheader. 0-1. Flared out towards right field. Going to be a tough play for Nissan, and he makes the catch. Nice job by Colby Nissan to get the first out of the inning.
Shortstop, number 12, Jackson Bates.
Here's Jackson Bates. Bates 0 for 1 striking out and then walking his last time up. And I gotta say, every time I hear the PA announcer say Jackson and then start the last name with a B, I always think Jackson Beiswinger. Of course, a player for the Post 400 Stars. Saw him some on the Astros last year as well. So forgive me if I pause a brief moment while saying Jackson Bates' name, as I'm trying to break an old habit. 1-0 as the runner takes off, and it's hit foul the other way. And Swanson will have to trot back over to first. One and one with one down here in the top of 5. Ammerman, pickoff throw back over at first, and that one getting away from work. He's going to check over at Swanson. Swanson will stay put. Mistake averted right there for the Astros as the runner will hold up at first base. Ammerman will get back to work. And now another pickoff attempt. That one not in time. Into the glove of work. Swanson dancing around between the bases and dancing around in the mind of Ammerman. 1-1. Hit hard up the middle. Could be a chance for 2. Stepping on second, throwing over to first, and they got him. How about that? 2 outs for the price of 1. An inning-ending double play, and that's going to do it here for the top of the 5th. As it's going to remain 4-0. Astros lead. They lead by 4, and we'll turn it back over to their bats here in the bottom of the 5th. We'll see what they have in store after a few words from your sponsors. We'll be right back.
The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive.
We rejoin you here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Astros still leading 4-0 over the Storm. Due up, it's going to be Jackson Ammerman, Colby Nissan, and Andre Work, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Some dangerous bats looming here for Post 400, and they'll look to add on to their lead, maybe even just a little bit more. Ammerman 1 for 2 singling and then flying out his last time up.
For the Astros, the pitcher, number 8, Jackson Ammerman.
Beach working from the windup. First pitch, Ammerman gets a hold of it, carrying out towards left field. Meyer giving chase at the wall, and it's going to be dropping for a base hit. Extra bases to lead things off for Jackson Ammerman. And that one nearly had the legs to get out of here.
Leadoff double. Brings up the right fielder, number 16, Colby Nissan.
Here's Colby Nissan after the leadoff double. Nissan 0 for 2, reaching on a fielder's choice, and then striking out his last time up. Hit number 4 for the Astros. Excuse me, actually hit number 5. So we'll get that adjusted accordingly. First pitch, bunt being shown. It's popped up high and foul. Nissan trying to lay one down, maybe advance Ammerman over to third. Foul ball means it's an 0-1 count. And the slow jog back for Nissan. We'll see if he does it again here, of course. 0-1 count, still usually the green light, the bunt. 0-2 count, maybe not so much, as if you bunt foul on a 2-strike count, That one counts as strike 3, and that's another one of those ways that they try and minimize just trying to drive up the pitcher's pitch count. That was about the opposite of a bunt from Nissan. A big chop right there for strike 2. Beach out ahead of the count, looking for out number 1. 0-2, hit hard on the ground over towards short. Baith scoops and fires over to first for out number 1. Ammerman, the runner, will advance to third. So essentially that is what they were looking from the initial bunt attempt, is just to advance the runner over to third. Nissan does his job, and it brings up Andre Work. Work 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly and then a fly out. He's got Ammerman over at third. Another sacrifice fly would bring home another run, as Work chops at that one for strike 1. A 1 from Beach. Inside for a ball. Count even to Andre. Beach is 1-1, and that one looking like Work got a piece of it. Fouled off for strike 2. One, 2 on the way. Hit hard up the middle, base hit, and that's going to score a run. Ammerman scores. It's another RBI for Andre Work. RBI single makes it 5-0.
Second baseman, number 2, Malachi Wermeyer.
That brings up Malachi Wermeyer. Wermeyer 1 for 2, tripling and then striking out his last time up. Now 6 hits on the game for the Astros, as opposed to 3 for the Storm. First pitch, Wermeyer offering at it. Popped up very high, should be playable. And it is. The shortstop Baith putting the squeeze on it for out number 2. Runner will hold up at first as it brings up Jack Demers. Demers 0 for 2, flying out and then striking out his last time up. He's got Andre Work over at first with 2 away. First pitch to Demers and a big chop for strike 1. 0-1 the count to the catcher. Demers takes that one up and just a little bit too up. 1-1. Here's the third pitch of the at-bat. And swinging from his knees a la Reggie Jackson. Count now 1-2. They call him Mr. October, of course, for his postseason success with the New York Yankees, also with the Oakland Athletics, as the 1-2 pitch comes in high for a ball. Two and two with 2 down, another 2s. Beach's pitch, grounded over towards second. Larson scoops the grounder for an easy third out. That's it for the 5th inning. Scoreline changing a little bit as the Astros bring home one more off the RBI from Andre Work. It's 5-0. Post 400 up on top as we turn it over towards the 6th inning. Right after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You may already know that at Close Mentor, you can shop great designer brands without the full designer price, and that you can bring your gently used items into Close Mentor and sell them for cash on the spot. Here's something else you should know. Buying and selling at Close Mentor aids in water preservation, reduces chemical pollution, decreases landfill waste, boosts your local community. That's right, it's resale, and it's better than retail. Be green and kind to the environment by selling your clothing and buying sustainable fashion for yourself.
And we're back. Top of the sixth, about to get underway. It's a new man out on the mound for the Astros. Chase Lura coming in to pitch. So Ammerman's night is done after 5 strong innings of pitching. They'll turn it over towards Lura for presumably inning number 6 and 7 to try and close out this game. It's a 5-run lead for the Astros, 5-0. 2 in the bottom of the first, 2 in the bottom of the fourth, and 1 in the bottom of the fifth. Those are your runs thus far for a post 400. And for Devils Lake, they've got 6 outs remaining to try and make up that deficit. Heart of the order, and Bo Brodina, Simon Beach, and Parker Brodina due up. Lacey 3 tentatively scheduled to be due up. Brodina 0 for 2, striking out and then flying out his last time up. And while we have a moment, also like to thank a few more of our sponsors, Runnings, Touchmark, the Knickerbocker, and Starion Bank. We thank you guys for your sponsorship, your contributions, and for making broadcasts such as these possible. And probably a few more pitches here for Lura before we get settled in. Inning number 6 of 7. Of course, we've got one more game coming up after this as well, so you're not going to want to go anywhere. Game 2 between Devils Lake and Post 400, scheduled for around 7:30. Might be around the time that one gets started. Of course, give or take a few minutes, depending on when this one concludes. Got to give those players enough time to recover a little bit, maybe get some food in their system. And of course, got to help out the broadcasters like me as well. Get reoriented, get lineups entered for Game 2. But something tells me that's not the first thing on their mind when they schedule a gap in between games. As much as I might like it to be. I say that tongue-in-cheek as the first pitch comes in high for strike 1. As Post 400 has been nothing but kind to us here as we've set up shop. Having the privilege of covering Post 400 now for their 2nd season. Did some work with them last year as well. Count 1-1 to Bo Brodina. Of course, I always like to joke that Starion Bank, my 2nd home in the summer. That pitch is popped up high. Charging in from left field is going to be Kirkby, and falling down. Did he make the catch? He did. It's Christensen out from his shortstop position out in the outfield. He takes a dive and he makes the catch for out number 1.
44, Simon Beach.
It brings up Simon Beach. Beach 0 for 1, flying out and then walking his last time up. Of course, now in pitching as well for Devils Lake, and Beach offering at the first pitch. Fastball for strike 1. 1 down and the base is empty to Simon Beach. Now just 5 outs remaining for Devils Lake. That pitch outside to even the count. One from Lura. High and away for a ball. Two-one pitch incoming. And it catches the outside part of the zone for strike 2. Count even. 2-2 pitch. Lura just upstairs for a ball. Full count to Simon Beach. Devils Lake looking for a base runner here to try and kickstart a rally. Payoff pitch. Flaring and just going foul. Beach stays alive. Another payoff pitch. Beach pops it up. It's going to be a tough play out in the outfield. And it's going to drop for a base hit. Beach thought about going to. He'll hold up at first. Nice piece of hitting by Simon Beach. Tough at bat, and he gets the single. It's 1 on and 1 down for Parker Brodina. Chalk that up as hit number 4 for Devils Lake. Brodina 0 for 2, flying out and then lining out his last time up. That one a hot liner over towards Christensen at short. It's been a busy game for Christensen out in the field. Brodina watches the first pitch go high for a ball. Just an hour and 25 into this game. Should be a quick one here as that pitch is driven towards the outfield. It's carrying out towards the gap. Going to be a tough play, a diving catch, and he can't quite make it. So that's going to drop as a hit, as heading towards third is going to be Beach, and he slides in safely. Parker Brodina with a double, and here we go. There's a storm brewing, and it's the Devil's Lake Storm trying to mount a rally. Here's Gage Meyer. And that would have been one heck of a catch by Demarion Semenko. Could he have tracked that one down? He's made a few nice plays out in center field, but just couldn't quite make SportsCenter with that one. Meyer 1 for 2, reaching on an error and then singling his last time up. He's reached base both of his trips to the plate, and he'll look to make it a third time. 1-0 the count to Meyer, and he's got 2 in scoring position as well. You have to imagine, if you're Devil's Lake, now is the time to strike. (2-0 from Lura. And that one getting past the catcher. Holding up at third is going to be Beach. A dangerous moment right there. Instead, it's going to be a 3-0 count. Should Meyer walk, that would load the bases for Austin Thompson. Or excuse me, that would actually be Ben Larson, who you see in the on-deck circle. Who I see, I should say. Camera can't quite pick him up as that one is outside. Ball 4. Meyer walks on 4 pitches. Bases loaded. Here comes Ben Larson. First at-bat of the game, and what a spot it is for it. Meyer, Brodina, and Beach, your faces on the bases for Devil's Lake. 1 down, and the first pitch, a fastball in for strike 1. And now for both teams, it's go time. Astros got to hurry up and get some outs, and the Storm got to hurry up and get some hits. 0-1 is taken low to even the count. Base hit here would likely score 2 potentially, depending on how deep it is out in that outfield. 1-1. High for a ball. 2-1. Even in a 5-0 ball game, this one far from over. It's Devil's Lake putting together a nice looking inning right here. 2-1 pitch. Swung at for strike 2. Perhaps the most important pitch of the ball game thus far upcoming. 2-2 count to Ben Larson. Lura looking for a massive second out. And he won't quite get it right there as it's chopped at and foul. Nice job by Larson to stay alive. They'll reset and do their dance once again. 2-2, and he got him looking. What a huge strikeout by Chase Lura for the second out of the inning. It's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout. Bases remain loaded for Elfman, the other Elfman, Max Elfman, who will see his first plate appearance of the game. And the first pitch is down Main Street for strike 1. Lura trying to work his way out of a jam. Second pitch is outside for a ball. Elfman watches that one high. I have 2-1 on my phone. It says 3-0 on the scoreboard. Now it looks like the umpire clarifying and getting things squared away. I can breathe a sigh of relief as the pitch comes in, and it's taken outside for strike 2. Lura just nibbling at the zone. 2-2 with 2 down, and here's a massive pitch. Outside for a ball, full count. The stakes continuing to rise. It's just going to be fouled off. Elfman staying alive here. Biggest at-bat of the game for Devil's Lake. Another payoff pitch. And it's taken for strike 3. Lura gets out of the inning. Oh my goodness. A Houdiniac for Chase Lura, and the score remains where it is. After the top of the 6 as we head towards the bottom. Score remains 5-0, Astros lead, and now they just need 3 more outs in the top of the 7th. But first they'll get a chance for a little bit more insurance. And we'll see what they have up their sleeves right after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Signarama of Fargo is the trusted, preferred signage vendor of NDSU athletics. The global leader in the sign and graphic industry, Signarama is the way to grow your business. Competitive prices, free consultations and estimates, signage solutions that fit your budget. Signarama is locally owned and committed to community support. Trusted by the Bison, be a championship business with Signarama. Call or go online at sarvalley.com.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Bottom of the 6th between the Storm and the Astros. The Astros up on top 5-0. It's going to be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up. Renas, Semenko, and Kirkby. Also like to take a moment to thank a few more of our sponsors, Doolittle's Restaurant and Sweet Shots Fargo. I'd like to thank them for their contributions and making broadcasts such as these possible. Actually just played around at Sweet Shots back last Saturday. Discovered I might actually be a right-handed golfer this whole time. A born lefty, doing practically everything left-handed. Had to wait for my left-handed clubs to come and hit a few shots right-handed, and it is shocking how much better they were. That one is fouled off by Renas for strike 1. Here of switch hitters in baseball, maybe I'll be the world's first switch-hitting golfer. Renas 1 for 1, singling and walking. And he gets a hold of that breaking pitch. That one is carrying out towards the outfield. And it's going to die at the wall. Caught by Meyer for the first out.
Center fielder, number 4.
Here's Demarion Semenko. Semenko 1 for 2, a strikeout, and then a fly ball that did not die at the wall and carried all the way out for a home run. 2-run shot. Represented runs 3 and 4 of the game for the Astros. Here he is looking for an encore. First pitch, Semenko takes for strike 1. I already had strike 1 clicked from the previous at-bat. Forgot to unclick it, but clearly just me seeing the future there as the 0-1 comes in. And it's swung at and fouled off for strike 2. Quick 0-2 count to Semenko. Oh, 0-2 pitch. Semenko takes a look at it and takes it for a ball. It almost looked like Semenko was ready for that called third strike as he took a walk over toward the dugout, but he'll settle back in on a 1-2 count. And he watches that one high for 2-2. Of course, a lot of times you see those batters on a 3-ball count. As soon as they take the pitch, they'll start walking. 2-2, and that one got him looking. Simon Beach with a big strikeout for the second out of the inning. It's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout.
Kirkby, number 22, Carson Bevel.
And it's going to be Carson Bevel hitting for Max Kirkby. Bevel settling in for his first plate appearance of the night. Base is empty with 2 away for Bevel. First pitch on the way to the substitute, and he fouls it off. 0-1 the count. Second pitch, that one catching the zone for strike two. Quick 0-2 count to Carson Bevel. Beach looking for a nice, easy 1-2-3. That one just missing. Low and away for a ball, 1-2 to Bevel. Leadoff man Caleb Christensen in the on-deck circle. 1-2 pitch, low and inside. 2-2 with 2 outs once again. Seen that a lot today. And the 2-2 almost swung at it, but he lays off. It's outside, and it's a full count. That was an almost check swing. He checked the check swing. Payoff pitch. Swung on and hit hard on the ground, foul. Bevel will stay alive. Beach offering again. Off speed. Caught the end of his bat. Going to be a tough play. Charging over from second is going to be Ben Larson, and he makes the catch. 4 out number 3. That does it. For inning number 6. 7th inning upcoming. Storm need a miracle. 5 runs, 3 outs to do it. We'll see if they can pull it off right after this here on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
We rejoin you here on Magnitude Sports. It's the final countdown. Astros lead the Storm 5-0, and the Astros just need 3 more outs to get out of here with a Game 1 victory. Due up, it's going to be the top of the order for Devils Lake. Parker Swanson, Caleb Schneider, and Jackson Baith. And once again, like I said, they need a miracle. We'll see if they can pull it off. We've seen stranger things happen here out on the ballpark. They'll be taking on Chase Lura, who's looking to close this game out. Lura not eligible for a save, if you really want to be technical. As the first pitch on the way from Lura is going to be chopped in the ground over towards third. Should be playable. Throw on the way, and it takes work off the bag. So there's a start. Swanson reaching base. First man up, first man on. And they rule it as a hit, so it'll be hit number 6 for Devils Lake. Here's Caleb Schneider, who's 1 for 3. Singling, grounding out, and flying out. He's got a man on with no outs. First pitch inside, and my goodness. That one got just a piece of him, but he's not going to care. He's going to take his base over at first. Here's Jackson Baith with 2 on and no down. So hang on a second. We might have something here. First pitch, and that one almost hit him. Taking off for second and third is going to be Swanson and Schneider, and they're both safe. Count 1-0 to Baith. And 2 in scoring position for him. Second pitch. High for ball 2. Baith 0 for 2, striking out, walking, and then grounding out his last time up. Lura deals. And that pitch low. Or wait, they're going to say a balk. So they call the balk on Lura, and that's going to score a run. Swanson scores. It's 5-1. Schneider will advance over to third as well. It's a 2-0 count to Jackson Baith with Caleb Schneider over at third, and now we have a meeting on the mound here. Coach and infield coming in, having a word with Lura here. Maybe trying to just settle things down for the moment. It's a 2-0 count, a 4-run ball game now. Devils Lake getting their first run of the game via the balk, and they're threatening for at least one more here with a runner over at third base, just 90 feet away from scoring run number 2, and still 3 outs to play with here for the Storm. And all of the Astros infielders will retake their designated spots around the diamond. Here we go. 2-0 pitch on the way. And it's taken low for ball 3. Baith has worked himself into a favorable count. 3-0 pitch. Low to Baith for a strike, 3-1. Lura looking to battle back and get a monumentous first out. 3-1 is fouled off for strike 2. And just like that, it's a full count. And now an all-important payoff pitch on the way, with Bo Brodina looming large in the on-deck circle. 3-2, and it's taken for ball 4. Baith will walk. Runners on the corners for the cleanup man.
Center fielder, number 11, Bo Brodina.
Brodina 0 for 3, striking out, flying out, and then flying out again. Zero outs here with 2 on. A huge spot for Devils Lake. They've gotten 1 already. They need 4 more to keep this one going. As the pitch is high to Brodina for a ball. (1-0). Up and away, and it's taken for a strike. 1-1. Even count to Brodina. And it's fired in for strike 2. The Astros looking for out number 1, and they're just 1 strike away from doing just that. 1-2. And it's fouled off. A warning shot over towards the Devils Lake dugout. That'll wake you up more than a scoop of pre-workout. My goodness. Count stays where it is. Brodina fouling that one straight back. He just missed that one. And that would have for sure scored Schneider. Depending on the wheels of Baith, might have scored him as well. Count still at 1-2 after the foul balls. Popped up high for Semenko. Semenko hat coming off, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. Tagging up from third is going to be Schneider. Throw on the way, and he's in standing up. It's the second run of the ball game for Devils Lake on the sac fly. It's 5-2. They'll trade the out for the run.
Simon Beach.
Baith will hold up over at first as Simon Beach will settle in. Beach 1 for 2, flying out, walking, and then singling his last time up. 1 on and 1 down for him. First pitch to Beach. Upstairs for a ball. Of course, with the runner over at first, the potential for a double play still in the air here as the pitch comes in and swung on for strike one to even the count. Which makes me wonder if we might see Baith take off for second here to try and eliminate that possibility. 1-1 as Baith will stay put, and it's dropped in for strike two. Lura looking for a massive second out. 1-2 pitch. High for a ball. Count even. Now the 2-2. And that one low and away for ball three. Beach has worked his way into a full count. Lura's payoff pitch. Dribbled over towards second. They'll get one over towards first. And there's out number two. Beach with the ground out. Runner Baith will advance over to second, and now it's just one out away from victory for the Astros.
Third baseman number 14, Parker Brodina.
Parker Brodina, it's all down to him. 1 for 3, flying out, lining out, and then doubling his last time up. He's made some good contact, and he's going to need to reach safely should Devils Lake want to keep this game going. 3-run ball game, and just one out to make up the deficit. First pitch in for strike one to Brodina. 0-1. Lura from the stretch. That one getting away from him, taking off for third, and going to get in standing up is Baith. Count even. One from Lura. Hit hard on the ground over towards third and foul. And just like that, Devils Lake is now down to their final strike. 1-2 with 2 down to Parker Brodina. Lura just needs one good pitch to end this ball game. And it's taken for a ball. And another balk. Baith will score on the balk. It's now 3-5. But the situation remains the same for Lura. 1-2. And it's low for a ball. 2-2 the count. Base is now empty after the balk. It's Gage Meyer who's on deck, should Brodina reach safely. 2-2 with 2 down. And it's taken for ball 3, a full count at 3-2. Should Brodina reach, then Meyer would represent the tying run in the batter's box. Payoff pitch with the game in the balance. And it's hit hard over towards second. Should be it as Meyer scoops and fires. And that's your ball game. Your final score here on Magnitude Sports, 5-3, the Astros beating the Storm here in Game 1. Game 2 coming up shortly. Don't go anywhere. Once again, final score here in Game 1, Astros winning 5-3, a 2-run victory for the home team. And they'll look for the sweep here in Game 2. We'll get that one set up. We'll take a quick step back, though, as we'll have our break in between Game 2. But don't go anywhere. Coverage of Game 2 upcoming right after this here on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address. You can also consider a monthly financial gift by clicking the Join button. We are between games. Don't go anywhere. Your favorite team is playing next on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere. The next matchup is minutes away here on the Magnitude Sports Network. While you're waiting, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, scan the QR code with your mobile device to give a one-time donation or visit magnitudesn.com for our mailing address.
Fifth to play at first base. Batting sixth, the right fielder Parker Bodina. Batting seventh will be the catcher Max Altman. Batting eighth, the left fielder Ben Larson. Batting ninth will be the designated hitter Garrison Elfman. He will DH for the pitcher number 8, Gage Meyer. The Fargo Post 400 Astros, it'll be Colby Nissan on the mound. Malachi Wermeyer is catching. At third base, Ashton Reedus. Shortstop, Kayla Christensen. At second base, Jackson Ammerman. And at first base, Andre Work. In the outfield, Owen Sharon in left. Marion Sadeko in center field. And Carson Bevel in right.
All right, hi, hello, and welcome back. It's game 2 between Devils Lake and the Post 400 Astros. Astros taking the victory 5-3 in game 1. They're looking for the doubleheader sweep here in game 2. You heard the starting lineups courtesy of our PA announcer down on the field, and here we go. Time to play ball. Leading things off just like in game 1, it's Parker Swanson. Swanson will take the first pitch for strike 1, and we'll get the scoreboard fixed. Obviously not 5-0 as the Astros are not being spotted 5 runs here in game 2. Second pitch is inside to Swanson for a ball. Count now even. 1-1 to the leadoff man. Swanson, Schneider, and Baith, the 3 do up here for Devils Lake. Top of the order here in game 2 as that one is taken for a ball. 2-1 your count. Colby Nissan, the starting pitcher for the Astros in game 2, and his pitch chopped over towards short. And charging in from third is going to be Renas. His throw on the way, and what a stretch by Andre Work for the first out of the inning. Oh my goodness. Might want to think about trying out for gymnastics with a play like that over at first base. It's 1 down for Caleb Schneider. And a nice play by Renas, too, coming in from the third base spot. Schneider's got the bases empty with 1 away. So 1 up and 1 down for the Astros. Good start for them defensively. Now a brief pause in the action here. As you can see, one of the Devils Lake coaches disputing the call over at first. And it looks to be a losing argument. While we have a pause in the action here, we'll take a look at how the Astros shape up around the diamond. Colby Nissan, the starting pitcher, Malachi Weremeyer catching, Andre Work at first, Jackson Ammerman at second, Caleb Christensen at short, Ashton Renas over at third, and then the outfield from right to left, Carson Bevel, Demarion Semenko, and Owen Shannon. So that's how they shake up defensively here in game number 2, the Astros. First pitch to Caleb Schneider incoming. That one dribbling over towards third. Going to be another tough play for Renas, and he'll hold up on the throw. Good hustle by Caleb Schneider. Chalk that up as an infield single.
Batting third, number 12, the third baseman, Jackson Baith.
Here comes Jackson Baith. Baith has Schneider over at first with 1 down. First hit of the game here for Devils Lake, coming in the second at-bat. We've seen their top of the order do some damage here in game 1, and they'll look to repeat the feat in game 2 as Baith takes the first pitch high for a ball. 1-0. 7:39 your local time. First pitch came in at about 7:36 or so, if I had to estimate. That pickoff attempt is just not in time. 6 minutes off from the scheduled 7:30 start. Not too bad, if I say so myself, and shaping up to be a beautiful evening here for game 2. That pitch low and outside to Baith for ball 2. Nissan will go hunt that ball down after it rolled away from him. 2-0 to Jackson Baith. Nissan from the stretch as the runner takes off, and it's fouled straight back. Schneider will have to go back over to first base after looking to be ready to steal second. It's 2-1 the count. Nissan working from the stretch, and now a balk is going to be called. We saw a few of those in game 1. Here's a balk in game 2. Schneider will advance over to second. We saw actually 2 of those Devils Lake runs come off of balks, as Nissan's pitch misses for ball 3. Here's the 3-1. Fastball, and it's popped up high into foul territory. Work giving chase for the moment, but it's over the fence, over near the bullpen. Out of play for a foul ball, full count. Payoff pitch upcoming to Jackson Baith. On the way, and it's taken, ball 4. And taking off for third and sliding in is going to be Schneider.
Batting fourth, number 11, the center fielder, Bo Brodina.
Here's Bo Brodina with runners on the corners. Good chance for Devils Lake to strike early. We saw a similar start from the Storm in game 1. They put 2 on with 0 outs, and then after that it was the Astros rolling through, getting 3 straight huge outs. Keep the score at 0 in the first, but we'll see if Devils Lake can maybe redeem themselves, as that's a pickoff attempt, and that one nearly got him, but just missing. Would have been a huge second out on the base paths. Brodina will settle back in. Nissan from the stretch as the runner takes off, and he's going to be in safe. Jackson Baith, stolen base. A stolen base, if you will. If Mike Tyson was calling this game, that's what he'd say. Count at 1-0. Pitch on the way, and it's chopped off of Brodina. A painful foul ball. Evens the count. Well, actually, it says 1-2 on the scoreboard, and now they have it changed back to 1-1. That scoreboard always keeping me honest. Now from the windup, Nissan's pitch. That one just missing the corner. Two 2-1 on the way. From the windup, and it's a fastball low and away for ball 3. Brodina's got a hitter's count. Three 3-1 pitch. And it's taken for strike 2. A nice pitch. A bounce back pitch from Nissan. And the count is now full. Should Brodina walk, that would load the bases for Simon Beach. Payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4, he does walk. And just like that, the bases are loaded, and the dangerous Simon Beach settling in. It is Brodina, Baith, and Schneider. Those are the faces on the bases for the Storm. First pitch on the way to Beach. And it's a low fastball in for strike 1. Now we have the scoreboard fixed. That last change will come in. Taken to even the count, 1 apiece. I guess I spoke too soon as the final run was not removed yet. One on the way, and Baith fouls it off for strike 2 as now the scoreboard is updated accurately. Count at 1-2 to Simon Beach. Nissan's wind up, and that pitch is going to get him. Delayed call there, but got him looking. Strike 3, and that's a huge first out. Or second out, excuse me. My goodness. A Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout as Beach goes down looking. Nissan with a huge second out. Bases remain loaded for Parker Brodina. And a big spot here for Devil's Lake. They'd hate to repeat what they did in Game 1. They left a few runners on base. 2 in scoring position in the first inning of Game 1. And now the base is loaded here in Game 2. And the first pitch into Brodina is a swinging strike. Here's the 0-1. Fastball low, knocked down by the catcher Weremeyer to even the count. Weremeyer might have just saved a run right there. One from Nissan. Fastball popped up high. Up into the evening sky, should be playable by Ammerman over at second, and he makes the catch, and for the Astros, they escape. After the top of the first, Devils Lake stranding 3, the bases loaded. They get 1 hit, no runs, no errors. 0-0 your score as we approach the bottom of the first inning here in Game 2. Got more baseball upcoming right after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You may already know that at Close Mentor, you can shop great designer brands without the full designer price, and that you can bring your gently used items into Close Mentor and sell them for cash on the spot. Here's something else you should know. Buying and selling at Close Mentor aids in water preservation, reduces chemical pollution, decreases landfill waste, boost your local community. That's right, it's resale, and it's better than retail. Be green and kind to the environment by selling your clothing and buying sustainable fashion for yourself.
Bottom of the first here on Magnitude Sports. 0-0 your score. Storm and the Astros. Game 2 of a doubleheader. Inning number 1 of 7 underway here. It's Gage Meyer who you see warming up on the mound for the Storm. Taking a look at how Devils Lake shapes up around the diamond is Meyer on the mound. Max Elfman, the Game 1 starter, will be making up the other half of the battery here. Behind the plate catching, Simon Beach over at first. Parker Swanson over at second. Kayla Schneider over at short. Jackson Baith over at third, and then the outfield, as always, from right to left, Parker Brodina, Bo Brodina, and Ben Larson. Here we go with Caleb Christensen. Christensen, the leadoff man in Game 1, also here in Game 2 over at his familiar shortstop position. Christensen, Semenko, and Ammerman, the 3 up for the Astros in Game 2. Ammerman, of course, the starting pitcher in Game 1, and Semenko, who clobbered a 2-run home run, which ended up being the difference in Game 1. First pitch, Christensen takes it outside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. That one inside off the glove of the catcher Elfman. Taken for ball 2. So quick 2-0 count to Caleb Christensen. Hitters count to the leadoff man. Meyer will fire, and it's outside for a ball. 3-0. I would say that the odds that Christensen would swing at a pitch here are slim to none. 3-0 pitch on the way. And I wish I would have put money on it, as he does not swing. And he'll draw a walk. Leadoff walk for Caleb Christensen, and it brings up Semenko. And for one of the fans here out in orange, you can see him. He might want to get up on his feet for this at-bat, as based off what we saw in Game 1, Semenko could certainly be sending one his way. But I'm sure he's got the best seat in the house over there as well. First pitch to Semenko, and it's taken for a strike. 0-1 the count to the outfielder. Meyer from the stretch. His pitch, a big chop for strike 2, and Semenko was aiming for that fan out in the outfield. Now with the 2-strike count, he'll look to put this one in play. Meyer and company looking for out number 1. 0-2 pitch, fastball low for a ball. Count now 1-2 to Semenko. One, two. Outside for a ball. Runner taking off for second, and it's Christensen in standing up. Count now at 2-2 and a runner in scoring position after the passed ball. And the catcher Elfman will have a brief word with Meyer. And now we'll reset. Count even at 2 apiece with 0 down and a runner on second. Meyer's pitch hit hard but foul. Semenko will stay alive. Another 2-2 upcoming. He'll check the runner. Pitch on the way, and that one just missing the zone. Good eye by Semenko, and it's a full count at 3-2. Jackson Ammerman, the man on deck. Meyer's payoff pitch. And it hit him. So he'll walk the hard way, as ball 4 would have gotten him to first anyways, but Semenko's going to wear that one on over to first. 2 on. And here's the aforementioned Ammerman, who's got runners on first and second and still 0 outs, a chance for the Astros to do some damage. First pitch coming into Ammerman, and he takes it for a strike. It was a quick game 1. Quick start, quick finish. Game 2 moving at a similar enough pace, but the Astros threatening here early. That pitch getting away from everyone as the runners are going to advance. Christensen over to third and Semenko on over to second. Count even as well. Now 2 in scoring position. Base hit might make it a 2-0 ball game. Count is at 1-1. That one hit hard over towards short. The run will score as they'll try and get the first out. And over to first, they say he's safe. Good hustle by Jackson Ammerman. A little bit of discombobulation out in the infield, and it's going to be a run scoring for the Astros, 1-0. Here comes Andre Work. Work's got runners on the corners here with 0 outs. One nothing your ball game after that RBI from Jackson Ammerman. Still no official word on the scoreboard. I believe they're going to rule that as a hit as it's chopped on from Work for strike 1. Count at 0-1, and as soon as I say that, they put the 1 hit up on the scoreboard. So it's an RBI single officially for Jackson Ammerman to make it a 1-0 ball game. Astros threatening for more. 0-1 as the runner takes off, and they'll throw over to second, and now coming home and going to be safe is Semenko. Some trickery on the base paths from the Astros, and it's 2-0. Ammerman safe at second as well. You'll see teams do that a lot. They try and take second base with runners on first and third, try and bait the catcher into a throw over at second, and then the man at third will go take off for home, and executed brilliantly right there. Here comes the organ as well. Someone must have made a stop at a music shop. 2-1 the count, and it truly would not be a day at the ballpark without the organ playing. Work takes it for ball 3. 3-1 to Andre Work. He's got a runner at second. And Work takes that one for strike 2. He was ready to walk, but instead it's going to be a full count, and that's something I alluded to in game 1. Those close pitches on a 3-ball count. Players will start to take off already for first before the umpire makes the call. Try and force their hand. But the umpire ready for that one, calling it a strike. Payoff pitch to Work. And he got him looking. Work goes down looking for the first out of the inning. It's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout. That brings up Colby Nissan.
Number 16, pitcher Colby Nissan.
Nissan has a runner over at second with 1 down. The starting pitcher here in game 2, looking to help his own cause. Meyer stares him down. Nissan takes the first pitch for a ball. Now here's the 1-0, and Nissan sends it the other way hard into that screen mesh backstop. Count even. There's a reason those things aren't made out of glass. Would have been a million pieces all over the place. Count at 1-1. Nice breaking ball in for strike two. Meyer putting some movement on that one, almost like throwing a magic ball. And he's one pitch away from a huge second out. 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging for strike three. A nice pitch by Gage Meyer. And it's your second out of the inning, a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout. And here comes Gunnar Majerus to the plate. Majerus with 2 down and 1 on. I think I have to agree with Mike. Gunnar Majerus, a very fun name to say. Could say it all day long, but I'd look like a lunatic. First pitch to Majerus. And he takes it for strike one. Strike one to Gunnar Majerus. Ammerman over at second with 2 down. 2 coming across for the Astros here in the bottom of the first. Base hit might make it 3. 0-1. And a check swing foul. And it's a quick 0-2 count. Meyer with 2 strikeouts already, looking for number 3. Oh-2 pitch. Outside and taking off for third, and easily getting in is Jackson Ammerman. Count now at 1-2 with a runner over at third. Meyer waiting for his signal. Now the pitch on the way, outside for a ball. And where have we seen this before? 2-2 with 2 down. Majerus will step out of the box and settle back in. Big pitch upcoming. Astros looking to capitalize. Storm looking to escape. 2-2, hit hard and foul. Down the line, that one bouncing a little bit, but not going to be in play. And we'll resume with another 2-2 upcoming. Meyer's pitch off speed and high for a ball. Looked like that one was just a bit too high. Had some decent looking movement on it. Now it's a full count. Here's another payoff pitch. Outside for ball 4. Gunnar Majerus will walk. And the inning continues. Runners on the corners for Ashton Renas.
Number 11, third baseman Ashton Renas.
Renas with 2 on and 2 down. The number 7 hitter here for the Astros. First pitch to Renas, and Renas up the middle, base hit. That's going to score Ammerman. And man, another scary shot down the line. Fortunately for Meyer, able to get out of the way of that one. Not much you can do right there. It's an RBI single for Ashton Renas, and it makes it a 3-0 ball game. Here comes Carson Bevel looking to follow that up. Runners on first and second for Bevel, Majerus and Renas. The number 8 hitter. Already 32 pitches here for Gage Meyer here in the bottom of the first. 17 balls and 15 strikes the breakdown. That pitch up high for a ball. Bevel looking at a 1-0 count. It's also worth noting, at least, there are 10 players listed on the lineup card for Post 400. I'll be 100% honest. Took a bit of a gamble entering in all 10 as starting hitters on my phone. I can only cross my fingers that I'm right, because otherwise it'll be a tall task for me to fix that. That pitch is taken outside for ball 2. The man in question is Owen Shannon, who is in the outfield today, listed as the 10th player on the lineup card. They have the pitcher hitting as well as a DH. So we'll see for sure. I know a lot of times in those high school softball games that we did, they would allow 10-man lineups. That pitch is taken high for ball 3. Bevel with a 3-0 count. Should he walk, that would load the bases for Malachi Weremeyer. And should Weremeyer come to the plate, then we'll see who's in the on-deck circle, and it'll be the moment of truth for me. But first, here's the moment of truth in this at-bat. 3-0. High and inside, ball 4. Bases loaded. Bevel will walk on 4 pitches, and here comes Malachi Weremeyer. And it appears as if I have made a mistake, as I believe that will be Caleb Christensen heading into the on-deck circle. And we'll also have a meeting on the mound, so maybe a convenient opportunity for me to try and fix what I've done. Bases loaded here for Malachi Weremeyer as we have a meeting on the mound with Gage Meyer. Meyer already with 36 pitches and a brief conversation, which they will quickly adjourn. Big at-bat for Weremeyer. We'll see if he can tack on a few runs. Already a 3-0 ball game for the Astros. They're looking for more. First pitch on the way to Weremeyer, and it's taken for strike 1. If you're Devils Lake, you certainly want to try and minimize the damage here. They only need 1 out to escape. Check swing right there, as that one looked to be outside, and it was. 1-1 the count now to Malachi Weremeyer. One pitch. Outside for ball 2. Two-one on the way from Meyer. Outside for ball 3. Should Weremeyer walk, that would score 1 more. Three-one pitch. Hit hard and foul. That would have scored multiple runs had that stayed fair. Instead, it's a full count at 3-2 to Malachi Weremeyer with the bases loaded. Huge pitch upcoming already, and it's just the bottom of the first. Here's the payoff pitch. Runners advancing. It's going to be popped up very high towards the outfield. Larson charging in from left field, and it's going to drop between everyone. Runs are going to score for the Astros. It's going to be bases clearing double. Malachi Weremeyer bringing home 3 more. And it's 6-0. That'll bring up Caleb Christensen, as that'll be ruled as a bases clearing double. Top of the order here in Christensen. Now we'll have a courtesy runner as well for Weremeyer, who's catching. So it'll be Chase Lura coming in. First pitch on the way to the leadoff man, and it's taken low for ball one. Ball one to Caleb Christensen. Here's the 1-0. That one going to be dribbling out towards second. And the catch will be made by Swanson for out number 3. That's going to do it for the first inning. It's the Astros striking early and often. 6-0 your score here on Magnitude. We'll be back with more baseball right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Signarama of Fargo is the trusted, preferred signage vendor of NDSU athletics. The global leader in the sign and graphic industry, Signarama is the way to grow your business. Competitive prices, free consultations and estimates, signage solutions that fit your budget. Signarama is locally owned and committed to community support. Trusted by the Bison, be a championship business with Signarama. Call or go online at sarvalley.com.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
All right, back in action here. Top of the second inning. It's a strong first inning for the Astros. 6 coming across for them on 4 hits. We'll see what kind of response the Devil's Lake has here as they're staring now a 6-run deficit in the face. It's going to be Max Elfman starting things off for the Storm here in the second. And Elfman swinging at the first pitch and fouling it off for strike 1. Elfman, Larson, and then Garrison Elfman, the 3-2 up for Devil's Lake in the second. That pitch gets away from Nissan to even the count at 1. One on the way. Hit hard on the ground over towards short. Christensen picks it up and fires over to first for out number 1. And a throw that was slightly cleaner than my pronunciation of his name there. Tripping over my words just a little bit. But regardless, it's 1 down for Ben Larson. Larson with the bases empty. First pitch on the way to Larson. And he takes it for strike 1. And a check swing right there, holding off as that one came in high for a ball, 1 apiece. Now the 1-1. That one bouncing in the dirt. Low for ball 2 to Larson. On the way. Larson chopping at it. Going to be a tough play over at third for Arenas. He fires over to first 4 out number 2. Nice piece of glove work by Ashton Renas. The throw is true in on time, and it's a quick 2 down. That brings up Garrison Elfman. The number 9 hitter, bases empty and 2 away. Nissan has settled in here after allowing a few base runners in the first inning. Looking for a 1-2-3 here in inning number 2, and the first pitch is a fastball low for a ball. One and 0 to the DH Elfman. Second pitch up the middle. Charging in from short is Christensen. Throw on the way and on time. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Nissan and company. Strong stuff from the Astros thus far. 6-0 your ball game here as we approach the bottom of the second. Back with more baseball right after this. Don't go anywhere here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
And we're back here in the bottom of the second. It's going to be Demarion Semenko leading things off here for the Astros. 6-0 your ball game after 1 inning of play. I suppose I should say 1.5 innings of play. Astros looking to add on to their big lead that they built in the bottom of the first. Here's Demarion Semenko. First pitch, and Semenko takes high for ball 1, 1-0. On the way. And make it 2-0 after that one. Just a bit low and outside. Semenko watches it go by. Third pitch of the at-bat upcoming, and Meyer fires it in. Hit hard by Semenko, dropping into the gap for a base hit. The strong night for Demarion Semenko continues with a leadoff single. That puts one on for Jackson Ammerman. 0 outs and runner on first for Ammerman. For Gage Meyer, unofficially 46 pitches, 26 balls, and 20 strikes thus far. First pitch as the runner Semenko takes off for second. It's high for a ball, and Semenko is in with a stolen base. Good base running there, puts a runner in scoring position. 1-0 to Ammerman. Second pitch from Meyer outside for a ball. Hitters count at 2-0. Meyer delivers, and it's outside for ball 3. Hitters count to Jackson Ammerman. Andre Work looming on deck. 3-0 on the way. Taken for a strike. That one finding the zone. Now 3-1 to Ammerman. Meyer trying to battle back. And it's going to be lifted out towards the outfield, carrying and dropping into the grass for a base hit. Ammerman with the hit, rounding and heading home is going to be Semenko. The throw on the way, Semenko slides in safe. It's an RBI double for Jackson Ammerman. And it's 7-0. The Astros' strong start continues.
First baseman number 9, Andre Work.
Brings up Andre Work. Work will settle in with a runner over on second, and Ammerman will have another meeting on the mound here for Devils Lake, and potentially a change we'll see for sure. Andre Work settling in, runner on second. 7-0 ball game here with 0 outs. Astros looking to add on to their lead even more here. Already 6 hits for those Astros bats in this bottom of the second. Of course, game 1 was won by the Astros, 5-3 your score, so already a better offensive output here for post 400 in game 2. And it looks like we will have a new man on the mound. Coming out is Gage Meyer, and coming in is going to be Parker Swanson. So Swanson will warm up. We'll take a quick break and be right back with more baseball after this here on Magnitude.
I kind of wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people, and my job is to connect with them. And that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
We rejoin you here in the bottom of the second inning. Parker Swanson getting a few more warm-up tosses in. We'll see who takes his spot over at second base as well. Once again, the situation, it's a 7-0 ball game with 0 down. And it's going to be Andre Work who's going to settle into the batter's box. He's got Jackson Ammerman over at second base after Ammerman's double brought home Semenko. And that's where we stand here in the bottom of 2. 2 of 7 here between Devils Lake and Post 400. Game 2 of a doubleheader, and of course, those of you following Post 400 throughout their season here on Magnitude will be back at it again tomorrow out in Jamestown, North Dakota. That's where the Stars will be heading out as they have a doubleheader out in Jamestown. Games are scheduled to start at, I believe, 5 and 7:30. I'll have to double check those, but you'll want to tune into those. Some more great baseball coming tomorrow, and yours truly will be on the call for that one as well. Looking forward to seeing yet another ballpark. I've seen a few different venues here throughout this past week, following around Post 400. Got to go out to Brookings last week. And we'll get to see Jamestown for the first time tomorrow. Here is Andre Work after the warm-ups have been completed. Work is 0 for 1 striking out his first time up. First pitch on the way to the first baseman, and he takes it for strike 1. So the first pitch from Swanson is in for a strike. Good start for him. So look to get a few outs here for Devils Lake. Work hits that one high and hard, carrying out towards right field. On the chase, and it's going to drop for a base hit. Brodina couldn't quite get it, and now being waved home is going to be Ammerman digging, and he is going to be in safe. It's a stand-up RBI triple for Andre Work, and it's an 8-0 ball game. It's the second triple we've seen here today from the Astros. They got one in game 1 off the bat of Weremeyer. Now here's the pitcher, Colby Nissan. Nissan's got Work over at third. 0 outs. Nissan is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Hit number 7 for the Astros as well. And that one is going to be popped up high, fly ball out towards center field. Making the catch is Bo Brodina. And now tagging up and trying to score. Head first slide, and he's in safe. It's Andre Work scoring another run for the Astros. It's now 9-0. So rule that as a sacrifice fly for Colby Nissan. For you stat heads, that's an important distinction to make, as it technically does not count as an at-bat and won't hurt his batting average. Those of you playing fantasy post 400 baseball. First pitch to Gunnar Majerus, who walked his first time up, and he offers at that one for strike one. Majerus 0 for 0, another one of those instances where the at-bat does not count in order to protect the good old batting average. Inside to Majerus, and it got him, 2 inside. So Majerus will take his base for the second straight plate appearance. And it brings up Ashton Renas. Renas 1 for 1 with a single. He's got Majerus over at first and one down here in the bottom of 2. 9-0 ball game. Good start for the Astros. Pitch is outside to Renas for ball 1. Excuse me. Didn't know if those were going to be my last words for a second, but we're still standing as the 1-0 pitch comes in, and it comes in for a strike to even the count. That would certainly be a way to go out. Doing a broadcast for Legion Baseball in Fargo, North Dakota, as that pitch is in and 2 in. That's taken for ball 2. But I'd be doing what I like. Swanson's going to step off of the mound. Now working from the stretch. 2-1 pitch, big chop for strike 2, count even. Carson Bevel on deck for the Astros. Two on the way. And it's going to carry and just get over and past the second baseman. It's going to drop for a base hit, and heading towards third is going to be Majerus, and he's in safe. Runners on the corners after that single. Chalk it up as another hit for the Astros. Some good hustle by Gunnar Majerus on the base paths. Here's Carson Bevel, who walked his first time up. He's got runners on the corners with only 1 down. 8 hits for the Astros as well. Here's the first pitch. And it's hit hard and down the line, but just foul. Maybe your crowd, Mike, could pick up the whoa from a few of the players over in the post 400 dugout. That one was a close call, but it looked to be just foul. Otherwise, that might have scored a few more. Count is 0-1 to Bevel. And Bevel with a massive chop for strike 2. That is a home run swing right there. They'll settle back in on an 0-2 count. Look to protect the plate a little bit. Swanson deals, and he got him swinging for strike 3. It's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout, and your second out of the game, of the inning. My goodness. That brings up Malachi Weremeyer. Weremeyer doubled his first time up. He's 1 for 1. And I'm assuming the delay is him taking off his catcher's equipment. 2 on and 2 down for the catcher, Weremeyer. I always like to compare it to a pit stop, getting that catcher's equipment off before you go in and to the batter's box. Big chop from Weremeyer for strike 1. Of course, you'd have a heck of a time trying to run the bases with those knee pads and the chest protector on. Make a lot of noise as well, as that pitch is going to be lifted up very high and should be playable in the middle of the infield. It's going to be the shortstop Schneider making the catch for out number 3, and that does it for the second inning as the Astros bring home 3 more. It's 9-0. Big lead for post 400. They'll look to protect it as we head towards the third inning. Don't go anywhere. Back with more right after this.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You may already know that at Close Mentor, you can shop great designer brands without the full designer price, and that you can bring your gently used items into Close Mentor and sell them for cash on the spot. Here's something else you should know. Buying and selling at Close Mentor aids in water preservation, reduces chemical pollution, decreases landfill waste, boosts your local community. That's right, it's resale, and it's better than retail. Be green and kind to the environment by selling your clothing and buying sustainable fashion for yourself.
All right, back in action here at the top of the third inning. It's 9-0. The Astros lead after a few very productive offensive innings. Due up for Devils Lake to try and cut into the deficit is going to be Parker Swanson, Caleb Schneider, and Jackson Baith. Top of the order due up against Colby Nissan, who's going to work his way through the lineup for the second time. Swanson is 0 for 1 with a ground out in this ball game. Once again, 9-0. One thing to keep note of for you viewers back at home, I'm sure many of you already know this, but just like to reiterate this for any new viewers we may have. In Legion Baseball, there is a 10-run mercy rule. If one team is leading by at least 10 runs by the 5th inning, then the game will be over in 5 instead of 7. So it is a situation to monitor here as we approach the 3rd inning. It is a 9-run lead for the Astros. Leadoff man, Parker Swanson, the new pitcher in the game for Devils Lake. He will settle in for at-bat number 2. From the windup, it's Nissan, and the first pitch, a fastball inside to Swanson for strike 1. Nissan now with 34 pitches on the night, 16 balls and 18 strikes, your breakdown. And the 0-1 is inside, and leaning back is Swanson. Takes it for a ball. Chin music, as they like to call it. 1-1. Fouled straight back for strike 2. That one just missing. And Baith, who is in the hole, will go scoop up that ball. Schneider on deck. 1-2. Popped up very high. Might be playable for the catcher, Weremeyer, and they collide. The catch is made for the out as Nissan gets knocked down by his battery mate. But they'll take the out. It's 1 down.
Shortstop, number 3, Caleb Schneider.
That brings up Caleb Schneider. And to go back to when I was talking about the terminology of in the hole and on deck is the next batter up. In the hole is the second next batter up. And then if one of my old Babe Ruth coaches from 5th grade is to be believed, then the third man due up is in the canyon. But I can neither confirm nor deny that, as the first pitch is swung on by Schneider for strike 1. Oh, 1 from Nissan. Fastball missing the zone to even the count. And once again, the catcher trying to frame that one. But Weremeyer just couldn't quite pull the magic trick on the umpire. 1-1. Hit hard up the middle, and that one's going to get past everyone. Nearly a heck of a play by Ammerman over at second. Would have been a heck of a play by Nissan on the mound, as that was a smoked grounder. It's going to be the second base hit of the game for Caleb Schneider. 2 singles now for him. He's on with 1 away for Jackson Baith. Both hits for Devils Lake coming off the bat of Caleb Schneider. Baith is 0 for 0. He walked his first time up. And the first pitch to Baith is in the ground for a ball, taking off for second. The throw on the way, and it's not in time. Schneider takes second. That one nearly getting a piece of Nissan. You could see him ducking down. Duck and cover, as they used to say. Back during the Cold War. Only the stakes may be slightly slower here. 1-0 pitch. Taken for a ball, 2-0. Although we did see a bomb strike. That one coming back in game one. A bomb off the bat of Demarion Semenko. Here's the 2-0 as that one is hit the other way and foul. 2-1. Nissan will check the runner, now working from the stretch. His pitch grounded over towards short. Christensen will scoop and fire over to first for out number 2. The runner Schneider will stay put at second. 6-3 ground out. 2 down now for Bo Rodina, who also walked his first time up. First pitch to one of the Brodinas, and he chops it in the ground. Going to be a tough play. Diving stop, the throw over to first, and not in time. Good hustle right there by Bo Brodina. Now they try and get him out at third, and they do. Whoa, how about that? And that's going to end the inning. So they fire over and try and get Schneider, who tried to take third on the grounder. That's going to do it for the top of the third. Score stays where it is, 9-0. Astros up on top, and they'll get a chance to pad their lead after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Signorama of Fargo is the trusted, preferred signage vendor of NDSU athletics. The global leader in the sign and graphic industry, Signorama is the way to grow your business. Competitive prices, free consultations and estimates, signage solutions that fit your budget. Signorama is locally owned and committed to community support. Trusted by the Bison, be a championship business with Signorama. Call or go online at sarvalley.com.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
We rejoin you here, back in action. Some baseball between Devils Lake and Fargo. It's the Storm and the Astros lead 9-0 here as we approach the bottom of the third. Parker Swanson back out on the mound here for another inning of relief pitching. And he's going to be squaring off against the top of the order, Caleb Christensen. Starting things off here, Christensen 1 for 2 with a base hit and then a fly out his last time up. 9-0 your ball game here as the first pitch will come into Christensen, and he takes it for ball 1. I'd like to thank a few of our sponsors as well: Sean Carlson, Town & Country Credit Union, Clothes Mentor, Signorama, and Goldmark Commercial Real Estate. Thank those sponsors for helping make broadcasts such as these possible as the pitch comes in, and it's taken for ball 2. And to quote PBS, broadcast also made possible by viewers like you. That one is inside for ball 3. A little throwback to the days of Arthur and Cyber Chase. Fetch with Rough Men. If you know, you know. 3-0. Taken inside for a strike. 3-1. Maya and Miguel. Word Girl. 3-1. Carrying out towards the outfield. And Larson's going to get underneath it. Out in left field for out number 1. That brings up Demarion Semenko. Semenko has had a nice day at the plate. He had a hit his last time up and will look to do even more damage. First pitch on the way to Semenko, and he takes it low for a ball, 1-0. 1-0 on the way, and it's taken to even the count. A strike from Swanson. Swanson from the windup, hit hard and almost knocked down by Baith, but it's going to be dropping for a hit for Semenko, who thought about going too. He'll hold up at first. Another base hit for Demarion Semenko. He continues to swing a hot bat. Now here comes Jackson Ammerman.
Second baseman, number 8, Jackson Ammerman.
Ammerman been doing some damage in this ball game. He's got 2 hits on the game. Also scored a run. He's got Semenko over at first with 1 down, and he swings at that one from the knees, fouling it off. I guess technically the appropriate term would actually be swing from the heels. At least that's the baseball terminology, but a lot of times you see players when they take big chops dropping down to 1 knee, as that one is going to be popped up, carrying out towards foul territory, giving chase as the first baseman, and Beach can't quite hunt it down. 0-2 to Jackson Ammerman. A player well known for dropping to a knee while swinging. I mentioned Reggie Jackson earlier, but Adrian Beltre, another great example. The great third baseman, played many, many years, including the likes of the Dodgers, the Mariners, the Texas Rangers, Boston Red Sox, and I think maybe one other team, as that one is going to be poked out towards the outfield. Ammerman with another hit, and he's been playing great as well. It's a single for Jackson Ammerman, and it puts 2 on.
First baseman, number 9, Andre.
Here comes Andre Work. Work 1 for 2. He struck out and then tripled his last time up. One of 2 triples that we've seen between these 2 games, the other one belonging to Malachi Weremeyer. Work's got 2 on and 1 down. Now 10 hits for the Astros as Work takes the first pitch outside and low for ball 1. One-0 from Swanson, and Work smokes it down the line but foul. Count even. Now with a 1-1 count, Swanson will step off of the mound. Now settle back in, working from the stretch. Pitch on the way. Work pops it up, way up, carrying out towards the outfield, and making the catch is the center fielder, Bo Brodina. There is your second out of the inning. Runners will hold up where they're at.
Pitcher number 16, Colby Nissan.
Here's Colby Nissan, who's 0 for 1, striking out, and then a sacrifice fly his last time up. Runners on first and second for Nissan with 2 away. Nissan fouling off the first pitch. I'm actually checking myself. Those were all the teams that Beltre played for. It was the Dodgers, the Mariners, the Red Sox, and the Rangers. That pitch is fouled back for strike 2, for those of you wondering at home. But right here at Starion, it's an 0-2 count to Colby Nissan. With 2 down, he'll look to keep this inning going. As Devils Lake will look to get out of it. 0-2 popped up, carrying out towards the outfield. Parker Brodina meandering over and making the catch, and that's going to do it here for the 3rd inning. There's no runs come across. 2 are left on base. 9-0. Your score remains. Back with the 4th inning right after this. Don't go anywhere. It's a doubleheader here on Magnitude Sports.
Why do I choose to work here? It's the people. It's the feeling that you get when you've been gone for a weekend and everybody's genuinely happy to see you and you're so happy to see them too.
They are wonderful. The staff is wonderful. They are so friendly. They're so happy all the time.
It's a family. It's just that overall culture that we have. It's a great culture and I'm very lucky to be a part of it.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive.
And we're back. Inning number 4 about to start. It's 9-0. The Astros up on top over the Storm. Some strong offensive innings for post 400, and Devils Lake will look to answer back with one of their own right here. It's going to be Simon Beach, the number 5 hitter, leading things off against Colby Nissan. Beach 0 for 1 with a strikeout, and now 0-1 in the count after that fastball comes in. Beach, Brodina, and Elfman, the 3 due up for Devils Lake. Second pitch, Beach dribbles over towards the pitcher. Should be easy for Nissan. Underhand toss over to first for out number 1. Ground out will bring up Parker Brodina. Brodina 0 for 1, flying out his first time up. Nissan with 47 pitches on the game, 20 balls, 27 strikes, and pitch number 48 is going to drop in the grass. Base hit. Brodina's first hit of the game, and the 3rd hit of the game for Devils Lake. That brings up Max Elfman with 1 on and 1 down. Elfman 0 for 1, grounding out his first time up. First pitch, Elfman takes a look at it, and it was a wise decision. It's low for a ball. Here's the 1-0. That one knocked down by the catcher, Weremeyer, protecting it. Runner will hold up over at first as it's now a 2-0 count. And the pitch on the way. Outside for ball 3, trying to catch him napping over at first. Brodina head first slide back into safety. 3-0 to Elfman. Now another pickoff. Won't be able to get him there either, as Brodina ready for it. Nissan kicks and fires. Dropped into the zone for strike 1. Elfman laying off on the 3-0 count, and now Nissan trying to work his way back into this count. 3-1, check swing, and he takes it for ball 4. Good eye by Max Elfman. It's 2-on. Here's Ben Larson.
Second baseman, number 9, Ben Larson.
Larson 0 for 1, grounding out his first time up. He's got Brodina over at second, Elfman over at first with 1 down. Chance here for Devils Lake maybe to get a few runs back. It's strike 1 to Larson. Nissan's 0-1 is fouled off hard into the backstop for strike 2. That pitch had a little extra mustard on that one. And now I'm hungry. Nissan shaking off his catcher a few times. Now he likes what he sees. He'll check the runner. 0-2 on the way. Chopped in the ground and foul. Count stays where it is. Nissan is looking for an important second out as some pressure is starting to mount here in inning number 4. Another 0-2, that one low for a ball. Larson will reset now after living to see another pitch. That one also low for a ball. Now 2-2 the count. Larson working the count, just waiting for his pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes. We'll see if he gets one. Check swing, and it's low for ball 3. Full count now to Ben Larson. Garrison Elfman, the man on deck. Payoff pitch upcoming from Colby Nissan. And he got him swinging. What a huge strikeout. Second out of the inning, a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout. That brings up Garrison Elfman. 2 on and 2 down for him. He's 0 for 1, grounding out his first time up. And he's looking to get a hit here, keep this inning going, and maybe bring 1 or 2 across for the Storm. First pitch, Elfman takes low for strike 1. Oh, 1 from Nissan. Dribbling in the ground and foul. Quick 0-2 count. Nissan 1 pitch away from escaping a jam of sorts. Elfman will reset. Big pitch upcoming. Oh, 2, and my goodness. That one hit him. No doubt about that, as he will toss his bat to the side and take his base over at first. That'll load the bases for the leadoff man, Swanson. Swanson is 0 for 2, grounding out and then flying out his last time up. And a big spot right here. Devils Lake needs some runs, and they've got the bases juiced, as that one is going to be chopped in the ground and foul. Would have been a tough play over at third. Instead, it's strike 1. Elfman, and Brodina, your faces on the bases here for the Storm. Garrison Elfman at first, Max Elfman at second, and then Parker Brodina over at third. Need to clarify the first names for all 3 of those base runners, actually, as the pitch is high for a ball. One and 1 to Swanson. And it's high for ball 2. Should Swanson walk, that would score the first run of the game for the Storm and bring up Caleb Schneider with the bases still loaded. 2-1, chopped in the ground and also foul. Even count, 2-2. Outside from Nissan for a ball. And the count is full. Here's the payoff pitch from the windup. And it's low for ball 4. 1 run is going to come across here. Devils Lake breaks the shutout. They're on the board. It's 9-1. And they'll look to keep it rolling with Caleb Schneider. And he's been swinging a hot bat. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Looks like one of the Devils Lake coaches is going to have a word with the umpire as well. 9-1 your score now, as Devils Lake gets a run walked in for them. And they'll look to keep it rolling. They do have 2 down, but one of their better hitters, Schneider, stepping up. And he's got the bases loaded. And I'll be honest, I was talking, so I didn't fully quite catch what they said over the PA announcement. What can I say? I do like the sound of my own voice. Guilty as charged. We'll see exactly what the situation is down here on the diamond. I'm assuming it's a substitution of sorts, as Nissan and his catcher Wehrmeyer will just play a game of catch. Staying loose, but it's a big at-bat for Kayla Schneider.
Shortstop number 3, Kayla Schneider.
And if Devils Lake wants to continue to rally, they might need a base hit right here. First pitch to Schneider, and he chops at it for strike one. A little over an hour into this ball game, hour and 17 minutes according to my phone. 8:54 your local time here in Fargo, North Dakota, as the sun starts to set. That one getting past the catcher. Nice hustle by Meyer to prevent any runs from scoring. It will go down as a strike. It's an 0-2 count. It's another beautiful evening here at Starion Bank Field. 0-2 from Nissan. Got him swinging for strike three. It's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout. That'll do it for the top of the fourth. One comes across for Devils Lake. They break the shutout, get one back. Now just an 8-run game. 9-1 your score as we head towards the bottom of the fourth. Halftime here in game two. Back with more baseball in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You may already know that at Clothes Mentor, you can shop great designer brands without the full designer price, and that you can bring your gently used items into Clothes Mentor and sell them for cash on the spot. Here's something else you should know. Buying and selling at Clothes Mentor aids in water preservation, reduces chemical pollution, decreases landfill waste, boosts your local community. That's right, it's resale, and it's better than retail. Be green and kind to the environment by selling your clothing and buying sustainable fashion for yourself.
It's the bottom of the fourth here at Starion Bank Field, Fargo, North Dakota. 9-1, the Astros lead the Storm, and it looks like it might be Owen Shannon getting ready to hit. It was originally supposed to be Gunnar Majerus due up, but we'll see if those are one of the substitutions made down on the field as the final warm-up pitch comes in. And it looks like it will be Owen Shannon.
For the Astros, now batting number 5, Owen Shannon.
So I was just a tad bit early on Owen Shannon hitting. I'm going to give myself half credit for that. Shannon settling in the number 6 hole for his first at-bat of the night, and it's fouled off for strike one. Of course, we see Shannon out in the outfield as well, but getting a chance to hit here. 0-1 to Shannon. Shannon, Renus, and Bevel, the three scheduled to be due up, as he will take that pitch for a ball, count even at 1. Starting to get a bit chilly here as well. I might have to turn off the air conditioning in the box sooner rather than later as Shannon swings at that pitch for strike 2. Even in June, sometimes still a little chilly out here in Fargo. It's just the Midwest lifestyle. 1-2 from Swanson. Off speed, and he couldn't quite get the chase. Count even. Now the ball's going to be scooped up. Looks like the catcher, Elfman, is going to have a quick word with Swanson over on the mound, as well as the first baseman, Beach. Always fun to speculate whatever they're discussing. Never know for sure what goes on in those conversations. 2-2 on the way. And it's going to be popped up very high, carrying out towards the outfield. Both outfielders giving chase, and it's going to be the center fielder putting the squeeze on it for out number 1, Bo Bradina.
Third baseman, number 11, Ashton.
Here's Ashton Renas, who's 2 for 2 with 2 singles in this ball game. Another one of those Astros players swinging a hot bat right now, and he'll look to keep it rolling here in at-bat number 3. No one on and 1 down for Renas. And the first pitch to Renas, taken high for ball 1. (1-0), and it's low in the dirt for ball 2. I say dirt, that's actually turf out there on the field. But it's colored like dirt to give it that real ballpark feel. 2-0 the count, and the pitch high for a ball. 3-0. Of course, the advantage of having a turf field is it really reduces those bad hops you might get with the uneven dirt. 3-0 is taken for a strike. 3-1 the count now. Ball tends to move a little bit faster on a turf infield as well. 3-1, and it's taken for ball 4. Renas walks. 1 down and 1 on for Carson Bevel, who walked and then struck out his last time up.
Right fielder, number 22, Carson Bevel.
Of course, the field is not turf all the way through. Probably can't quite see on the camera, but after about a few feet, that outfield turns into all natural grass as the pitch comes in outside to Bevel for a ball. Also reduces the probability of having games rained out, as the turf tends to handle the water a little bit better than grass. You don't have to worry about tearing it up like you do natural grass either. There's pros and cons, of course, depending on who you ask. Some people love turf, some people hate it. Of course, in sports like soccer and football, where there's a lot more running, some players don't like it because of the worry of tearing something on the turf, but not as much of an issue here in baseball. I'm sure if you ask these players here on Post 400, they love the turf infield. Count is 3-0 to Carson Bevel. He's 1 pitch away from walking. And he will walk. Bevel walks, and it puts 2 on. It's going to be Chase Lura stepping in for Malachi Weremeyer. Lura will hit in the number 9 spot. Leadoff man Caleb Christensen on deck. Renas over at second. Bevel over at first with 1 down. First pitch to Lura. He hits it hard on the ground and just foul. Might have been a chance to turn 2 for Devil's Lake, but instead it's strike 1. Swanson from the stretch. The 0-1 is carrying out towards the gap in the outfield between right and center. That's going to drop. That should be extra bases. Renas is going to be waved home. We'll see if Bevel's waved home as well, and he is. Bevel is digging for home. Digging for third is going to be Lura, and he's in, standing up. A 2-run triple for Chase Lura. That makes it 11-1. That's your 3rd triple of the night for those of you keeping track at home. Here's Caleb Christensen, the leadoff man. He's got Lura over on 3rd with 1 down in what is now a 10-run ball game. First pitch to Christensen. Dropped in for strike 1. And also for those of you keeping track at home, that means if the Astros can turn around in the top of the 5th and get 3 outs with no runs, then the ball game is over. That one is chopped foul for strike 2. Quick 0-2 count to the leadoff man, Christensen. And he'll take that one outside for a ball, and almost taking off for home is going to be Lura. But I think the catcher Elfman was able to knock it down just enough to hold him up over at third. One ball and 2 strikes. Swanson's pitch popped up very high, carrying out towards foul territory. And the third baseman, Baith, will catch it for out number 2. 2 down for Demarion Semenko.
Center fielder, number 4, Demarion Semenko.
Semenko is having a great day at the plate. 2 for 2 with a walk, a double, and a single. He's got Lura at third with 2 away. First pitch, Semenko takes high for a ball. (1-0) from Swanson. And that one just missing the inside part of the zone. It's 2-0. Swanson's pitch is taken. That one also just missing. 3-0 to Semenko. Looking to reach base yet again. Reach base 3 times already, looking for number 4. And he will. He walks on 4 pitches. Runners on the corners for Jackson Ammerman.
Second baseman, number 8, Jackson Ammerman.
Ammerman 2 for 2 with 2 singles in this ball game. First pitch on the way. Ammerman hard down the line, but foul. 0-1. That one also nearly hit Lura. Standing over on the third base line. 0-1 pitch. Outside for a ball. Swanson from the stretch. Hit hard on the ground, a diving stop, couldn't quite put the squeeze on it. That's going to get through, and Lura's going to score. Chalk it up as the 3rd single of the game for Ammerman, an RBI single. Puts runners on first and second for Andre Work.
First baseman, number 9, Andre Work.
It's going to be hit number 12 and run number 12 for the Astros. Work is 1 for 3, striking out, hitting a triple, and then flying out his last time up. Work gets a hold of the first pitch as it's high, very, very high, and it's caught by the right fielder, Parker Brodina, for out number 3. That's going to do it for the 4th inning. It's an 11-run ball game here. Astros up on top, 12-1, and they'll look to close it out here in the top of the 5th. Potentially the finale of this game. After this, here on Magnitude Sports.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
And we're back. Top of the 5th, about to get underway. It's Colby Nissan back out on the mound, and as I alluded to earlier, should he get these 3 outs here, without surrendering more than one run, then the ball game would be done. As he's going for the complete game victory here. 12-1 your score. The Astros up on top over the Storm. And that 10-run rule potentially in play here, but we'll see what Jackson Baith, Bo Brodina, and Simon Beach have to say about it. Those are the three to up. Part of the order here. Some big bats upcoming for Devils Lake as the first pitch is a fastball in for strike one to Baith. Baith is 0 for 1, walking and then grounding out his last time up. Nissan from the windup. 0-1 is low for a ball. You can hear some of the zooming cars around this ballpark as the 1-1 comes in. And it's going to be hit awkwardly over towards second. Ammerman makes the catch, and there's your first out. Of course, I mentioned earlier, baseball being a very sonically pleasing sport. Usually that's not part of the ambiance, zooming cars, but it is Fargo. Supposedly been having a street racing problem recently, and Fargo PD has been using drones to try and catch street racers. As that pitch is chopped on for strike one. Bo Brodina 1 for 1, walking and then singling his last time up. So for those of you thinking about street racing, don't. That pitch is swung on for strike two. Quick 0-2 count to Bo Brodina. Nissan looking for out number 2. And he won't get it on that pitch. It's a hot fastball inside for a ball, 1-2. One-two pitch. Fastball up the middle. My goodness, hot shot. That's going to get through for a base hit. Second to the game for Bo Brodina.
First baseman number 44, Simon Beach.
Here's Simon Beach, who's 0 for 2, striking out and then grounding out, as that is now hit number 4 for Devils Lake in this ball game. First pitch, high to Beach for a ball. It's a beach ball. (1-0) on the ground over towards third. Could get the lead runner. They do. Can they turn two to end the game? They can't. Nearly a double play. Work able to knock it down on the scoop. They'll get the lead runner, and now the Astros are just 1 out away from victory. So mark that as a fielder's choice.
Outfielder number 14, Parker Brodina.
And it all's down to Parker Brodina. Brodina 1 for 2, flying out and then singling his last time up. He's looking at an 0-1 count with Simon Beach over at first. Second pitch of the at-bat fouled off, and just like that, the Astros are 1 strike away. They can smell the sweep. They can almost taste it. Oh, 2 pitch. Going to be hit and carrying through the hole for a base hit. Parker Brodina with his second hit of the game. Back-to-back singles for him, and not done just yet.
Catcher number 5, Max Elfman.
Here's Max Elfman, who's 0 for 1, grounding out and then walking his last time up. He's got 2 on and 2 down here in the top of the 5th. First pitch, high to Elfman for a ball. Of course, if he was an actual elf, then most pitches would be high to him. 1-0 is in for a strike. Nissan from the stretch. 1-1 pitch gets away from him. Runners are going to advance. And safe at third is Beach. Safe at second is Brodina. 2 in scoring position. The count at 2-1. Fastball fired in for strike 2. It's a 2-2 count, and just like that, back to the same situation. Devils Lake down to their final strike. And he drops it in for strike 3. Got him looking. It's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout. And if I'm not mistaken, that's going to be your ball game. But we'll wait for the official word. And it is. So that's your ball game here. Your final score on Magnitude Sports, 12-1. The Astros taking care of business in Game 2, winning via the 10-run rule. 11-run victory for post 400 as they take 2 out of 2 versus Devils Lake. A sweep here on their home field. The Astros winning Game 1 5-3 and then winning Game 2 12-1. Once again, your final score 12-1, and I'm going to have to beg for forgiveness there for my Freudian slip, calling them post 2 instead of post 400. But the Astros of post 400 with the sweep of the doubleheader. That's going to do it here from Magnitude Sports as well. For Eric Tiongson, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in today from wherever you may be. As always, I had a blast doing these games and hope each and every one of you had as much fun watching them as I had calling them. Until next time, we'll see you all later. Have a great night, as I will be covering more baseball here tomorrow as Post 400 is going to head out to Jamestown. So once again, your final score, one final time, 12-1. The Post 400 Astros taking care of business, defeating Devils Lake Storm. Have a great night. Hope to see you all again soon.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, and visit our website at magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.